MadisonAxe.com or head to their location on Stoughton Road today. The Green Bay Packers are getting ready to head to Cleveland to take on the 0-2 Browns, and we have our first injury report of the week. We have Aaron Banks, Nate Hobbs, Josh Jacob, Bo Melton, and Zach Tom all listed as limited participants today. Stay tuned to all of your Packers news over at ESPN.com. In Major League Baseball, the Milwaukee Brewers' magic number is at 7 games for the NL Central crown after their 9-2 win against the Angels last night. The Cubs did win, so it still stays at 7 games. Tonight, the Milwaukee Brewers will air here on 100.5 until 7:30, and then at 8 p.m. you can hear the remainder of the game over at 1670 The Zone. We have Jim, Matt, and Molly starting right now.
Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealer. Stop into Metro Kia on the east side of Madison or metrokiaofmadison.com.
Everybody's ego takes a shot on this show.
You gotta keep your chill with Jim, Matt, and Molly.
I am savage.
So you're not special.
Jim, if we want to play this game, we can play this game.
And I'm just like, oh my God, this guy's gonna swing on Jim.
He's a complicated fellow. Oh.
People like me.
I don't think so.
This is Jim, Matt, and Molly on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin App, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
We're learning a lot about each other.
My wife was looking at Rosie's phone and saw her friend, I won't say her friend's name's, profile. And she's like, what is this? And she goes, there was a couple emojis on there. And one of them was a peach and one of them was an eggplant.
Why?
No. I'm 90%, 99% sure that it was completely just she liked peaches and eggplant.
Eggplant Parmesan.
How often do you guys send the eggplant?
But the thing
More than I should admit.
more than I should have.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio in downtown Madison. Alongside Matt Hamilton and Molly Brown, here's Jim Rutledge.
It is Jim, Matt, and Molly. We are presented by Coors Light. If the mountains are blue, you know what to do.
And that's
Crush a Coors Light.
I'm Jim Rutledge. I have the power in the Everlight Solar Studio. I'm next to Molly Brown and Matt Hamilton. Primetime Laura Shine behind the glass. And you can get into the show, 844-770-3776. That's the Carbons Talking text line. Less is more. Mark Tauscher had a first pitch. His claim now, apparently, is that he was going for a cricket-style first pitch. Is that
Rubbish.
Is that what we're going with?
That was the spin he had this morning on Worldy and
More
Tausch.
spin than he had on the ball going to home plate, I'll tell you that.
Do you think you could have done better?
Yeah. I could throw a ball.
Well,
There's a
he
lot of
threw
pressure
it.
when you're out there in front of however many fans are watching.
Are you saying that I have performance anxiety, Matt Hamilton?
Yes.
I don't know. I don't know if you have performance anxiety, but you don't really know until you're put in that situation.
That is true. That is true. I would say in general, though, I could throw a ball like that. How would I handle it? Would I wilt under pressure? I don't know. But it looked like, as the video is on the ESPN Madison YouTube stream where you can watch us, you also can stream us on the ESPN Wisconsin app. It looks like Mark tried to, ease it in there. So I can understand that, where you're trying to throw a nice, easy throw, and then if your nerves are in you a little bit,
He's nervous.
He took a deep breath, so I think there was some
Very
nerves
deep.
there. And he's not. Look, he's an athlete, but he's not a baseball player. So how many times is he throwing the ball? But if you watch him, I think he's trying to go for a nice, easy throw that would get it to home plate, and he probably did it a million times at home. And then when the nerves get to you and you try to go nice and easy, you could end up just being a little bit not as strong as you want to be with it.
It's the mound. Like you were saying yesterday, it's the mound.
Well, you know you got to throw it down a little bit and you over adjust.
Yeah, because if you watch, he's kind of going like trying to go an easy toss, and I think the easy toss he ended up just taking too much off of it. I think he was trying to throw.
He explained how he missed. He was like, if it misses, I guess he's right-handed, so he's like, yeah, if I miss to the right, it's high, and if I miss low, it's left.
Yeah,
and I think he just holds it a little too long and doesn't quite spike it, but. It doesn't make it to the dirt.
I can't remember if this was ESPN Milwaukee or Jen Gabe and Chewy or whatever show had out there, maybe it was Wilding and Tauscher, like, is it better to spike it or throw it?
That was
like,
Jen, Gabe, and Chewy this morning.
Jen, Gabe, and Chewy, or like airmail it? I'm
man.
airmailing it.
Is it better to be the
I don't
Alex
know.
Stroh or the Mark Tauscher, really?
Well, I mean, Alex is that's a whole nother level.
But I mean, that's kind of the level of airmailing that Tausch did with throwing it into the ground. I mean,
But
he
his
hit the
could have
grass.
his could have taken Stroh's could have taken somebody's head off.
like Strauss wasn't near the stratosphere of where he's trying to get it. Like, I think if I was the way that I would throw, because I've at least thrown a ball before, which maybe Alex Stroh hasn't. I would
It's not the
I would
most
send
athletic
it
fella.
5-6 feet over someone's head, but probably close to the plate. Like, if I was going to do it, I think if I airmailed it, it would be over the plate, just very high. I wouldn't send it
So that'd be your
to the
preferred
batter's
miss.
box. Yeah, and that'd
That's
be my preferred.
interesting. I feel like the airmail is the one. Like at least the catcher stops the grounder that you spike in there, you know, and it gets to the plate. The whole going over the head, it seems like it's more of a debacle than it actually
That's
is.
fair. That's
But
fair.
it does show that you can throw a ball, so it's probably better for you.
Yeah, but you have
but I
horrible
think
aim.
I think it's less memorable when you spike it than fully airmailing it because the catcher's got to turn around, they run all the way back and go grab the ball, and then
Dude,
they run
I
up
figured
to
they
you.
just let it get someone could walk it up
Yeah.
I believe Stroh's had a dog in it.
There was a
the
dog, yeah.
was supposed to go get the ball.
There was a ball.
the
There was
dog lost it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was the bat boy dog basically that was behind home plate, and the ball almost hits the dog. And I think it was actually Ben Bruss was the one who was catching Stroh's first pitch.
Right.
He jumps up to try and catch it because it's thrown so high, and he almost takes out the dog.
I
So
have-
Matt,
Go ahead.
not Matt. Excuse me. Stroh almost endangered an animal with how bad his pitch was.
Reminds me of that scene in Ted Lasso where the dog jumps
Ted
in front
Lasso
of
was like a 6-season show. What do you?
There's a scene in it where the greyhound jumps after a bird and someone's taking a penalty kick. Kind of gets Randy Johnson.
I have no
I've
desire.
watched every episode of Ted Lasso.
I
I
remember
do not
that.
recall that episode, but everyone remembers different things.
It's real. I
Who is-
promise.
I'm
Who
sure it's real. I'm just saying that that did not resonate with me at all.
Who was the Colombian soccer player who joined the team? The one who everyone loved in Ted
Danny?
Lasso?
Oh, the guy was supposed to. Okay, not the guy who was supposed to be
Yeah.
Aaron
Yes.
Rodgers.
Yes.
Well, this was Danny. It was the start of his penalty kick yips.
Yep.
Oh,
Exactly.
now I remember it.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
yeah. Football.
That was almost Stroh. That was almost Stroh.
Football is life.
Yeah, exactly.
Not judgmental.
I have no desire to do a first pitch.
Really?
I thought I did at the beginning of the summer because I was like, that could be fun. Now just seeing everybody's and see how much we analyze it. I'm good.
844-770-3776. Carlos talking text line. List is more. Would you want to throw out a first pitch, or would you throw out a first pitch if you were asked?
Major league game.
Major league game.
Well, if I get a free jersey like Matt said that he got with the one that
Yeah,
he's currently
the one
wearing
I'm-
when he threw his, I would say yes for the free jersey, but otherwise,
For
I'm
a
good.
major league game, for the prestige, I would do it. And to say I
Right.
did it.
The butterflies in my tummy would be going nuts. I'm not
Same.
about
For
it.
sure. I
don't
don't
wanna
get
do it.
nervous,
I'm
and I
good.
was nervous.
The only thing I would have, but I haven't had to perform athletic feats, is that I've been on fields plenty of times during a game. So, I know the feeling
Yeah,
of.
but they're not looking at you.
Right, that's what I'm saying. But there's still also the feeling of when you're on the field, you feel very small. Like just
you're in a
stand-
fishbowl.
Yeah, when you're standing on the sideline, there's that other side of it of I am so insignificant and this is so big and I am so small. So that part of it wouldn't overwhelm me because I've had that before. But again, I haven't had to perform an athletic feat. So I still think I would feel the nerves. But at the same time, I've at least probably been on 100 fields during games. So there's at least that small little part that I feel could help me.
It's making my stomach tingle if I'm even thinking about it. Seriously, if I had to be forced, and if you guys were all of a sudden let's try to get the Jim, Matt, and Molly crew to throw out a first pitch at a Brewers game, my stomach would start aching. I'm getting clammy. I am getting clammy hands right now. I'm getting nervous just thinking about it.
It is dang hot in the studio right now, so I don't blame you.
Yeah.
I'm out. I couldn't do a first pitch. I'm done.
What about at the Mallards?
No.
Really?
Even at a freaking Little League game.
Ryan,
no,
we can
I'd be
definitely
nervous.
make it happen at the Mallards.
Mallards be
Exactly, and I don't want it to happen. So please don't make it happen.
we're setting it up for next
Ryan
year.
will literally step in my spot. I'm good.
No,
I
no,
don't
no.
want to do
Oh,
this.
come on,
No,
Molly.
No,
this is
I-
Jim, Matt, and Molly,
Come
not Jim,
on.
Ryan,
Yeah,
and Matt.
exactly. Come on.
Jim Ryan sounds like a baseball player.
True. No, I'm good. I'm good.
Jim Matthew Ryan.
I'm making it happen. Ryan, I'll take the lead on this one.
I'll call
I will
in sick.
contact the Mallards, and I'm going to make sure Molly gets to Throw the first pitch. I'll catch for you.
Come on, Molly. What if your
No,
entire
this sounds
family?
horrible.
What if your entire family gets to go to the game, free tickets? All you have to do
Yeah.
is throw out the first
You
pitch.
get a Mallards jersey.
Yeah.
I'm good. I would rather.
You
I
said
would
you'd do it
rather
for a Mallard jersey.
I will do it if I get to wear like the Mallards costume.
Really?
Like,
So
no one
nobody
knows
knows
who-
it's me.
Do you know
Nobody
what's
knows it's me.
Okay.
Molly
No, they're not going
from
to say my
Jim and
name.
Molly
No, they're
in
not.
the Mallard costume
No,
throwing
they're
out the
not.
first
Can we
pitch.
do, I'll go out there. I'll throw a first pitch too. I'll do a big reveal and take off the head.
No, I'm good.
Decapitate Maynard.
No, this is going to have to happen now. I'm sorry, Molly. you just gave.
I have no
it's too-
desire.
sounds
Molly,
too good.
when we do this, do you want like the three of us to be lined up and all three of us throw at the same time so you're kind of lost in the
Oh,
sauce?
that'd be better. I would do that. But that's
a danger.
stupid.
That's a danger.
I'm sure.
Why?
But
I'm
just
not
trying-
going to throw
We did that
it
with
at
our team, and we
you.
had 5 people do it, and they crossed. Like so many people threw it poorly.
Don't cross the streams, Ghostbusters. Yeah.
Definitely Ghostbusters. There were some bad throws, and the 5 catchers, poor players, that had to they were afraid they were getting hit by a baseball.
Yeah.
See, but that's only dangerous for the catchers, which I care more about the pitchers.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Fair. You'd be fine, Molly.
Yeah.
I think you could do it. You kicked a 25-yard field goal for our social media.
Again, that was only us 3 that were there.
Oh, but the tens of people that watched that video.
Oh yeah, and yeah.
There was a father and son.
Yes,
on
which I
site
was
as
kind of
well.
nervous. I'm like, oh god, I don't want to embarrass myself in front of these kids, in front of this guy.
Is it more nerve-wracking
5-year-old.
to try and do it in front of other kids or in front of like adults? I feel like kids it'd
All
be
of the
worse.
above.
I feel like kids they're more judgmental, and I would feel worse about myself if,
Depends on the age of the kids.
if
Yeah.
they're like 13-year-olds.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they'll just bully
Yeah,
me.
this kid was like 2 or
Yeah.
3.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the
Elementary-
kid was not 2.
Elementary. Well, I don't think
I don't
kindergarten
remember.
maybe.
It's like at most.
But elementary school kids, they're just gonna be there. Like they'll be nice.
Yeah.
But you start climbing into the intermediate.
Middle school.
Yeah, middle school,
high
or
school.
intermediary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're self-conscious. It was like us yesterday with Jim talking about his appearance. Like that is what the middle school.
The mean girled me yesterday. That's what it basically would be if you try to throw the first pitch in front of a bunch of middle schoolers.
No, I have no desire. I'm
All right.
good.
I'm gonna make
Ca-
it happen.
Our favorite show besides ours here on ESPN Madison and Sportsmanlike had Chris Canty. Obviously, he was sharing some thoughts about Jordan Love and the Green Bay Packers, and I want to get to that a little bit later in the show, but we want to have some fun first. And it's we got 2 different ways that the Packer players are viewing their season. Now, one, we'll start with Xavier McKinney, was a clean and sober take in many ways, like the
Veteran
way,
take.
a veteran take, eyes wide open take, someone who has been through the battles, at least with the Packers. Been through the battles once before. I feel like maybe the Giants had a run with him. I feel like they maybe made
No,
a run.
They beat
not
the
with
Vikings.
Stinky.
They beat the Vikings
Oh,
in the
yeah.
playoffs.
Daniel Jones,
right?
yeah. He had like that one good year, and McKinney was on the team.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so let's hear
I
from.
remember things.
Let's hear from Xavier McKinney on his thoughts on where the Packers are at and expectations.
I'm not going to sit up here and say we're the best team in the NFL. I mean, it's just 2 games. We got a lot of football to play. And I think the biggest thing about being 2-0, like, to be honest, like, you can't really get complacent, and you can't feel like you won a Super Bowl. Because it's a lot of that start off 2-0, and later in the season, they don't be worth shit. So.
Man, that beep is very important because
Yeah, it is.
Did you get a little nervous there, Jim?
that first one, the second one, it's like whatever. But the first one, that might be the most aggressive swear out there. So I'm glad that one got beeped.
Yeah,
Yeah. Don't worry, guys. I'm on top of it.
All right.
but I mean, very clear. Like, I don't want to get too high on this team right now because there's plenty of instances where a 2-0 team doesn't do anything. So I respect that take, especially
Very-
from a player.
Level-headed one might
Yeah,
say.
yeah, not too high.
He's me as a fan. Where, like, I know, like, we were kind of just talking about this the other day when we were talking very briefly. I think this was on Monday. We were very briefly talking about going into the Browns game, and you guys were all just like, they're going to beat the Browns. Like, there's no question about it. And in my mind, I'm like, whoa, pump the brakes. They're still playing an NFL team. Like, there is still a chance that they could lose.
Yeah.
So I align with him from, like, a fan standpoint, if that's how I think about the team.
So let's hear another perspective on it, and that's from Jaden Reed. Now, we do need to add some context here. Jaden Reed was feeling the after effects of being put under for his collarbone surgery.
Collarbone and foot surgery.
And foot surgery, yes, that's a good point. He's out, I would assume, now for the year because he had his Liz Frank
Per
foot.
Adam Schefter, so it was a Jones fracture.
Oh,
in his
Jones
foot.
fracture, okay.
And per Adam Schefter, he underwent collarbone surgery when he broke it from Thursday Night Football.
Yeah.
And then he also had that Jones fracture that he planned to play through for this season. But I guess if he was getting the collarbone surgery, he's like, you know what, I'll also just get my foot fixed. So he is now out indefinitely. So probably thinking playoffs at best.
Right. But then at that point, his role might be pretty diminished just from, you would assume, Golden and Watson and other players
Watson will
might
be back
step
by
up
then,
then. So, like, not great. But anyway, so a smart move by him to have the second surgery there
Totally.
at the same time. But just worth noting here, I think we've all seen, like, the Taylor Swift video of her. I think she's asking for bananas or something like that when she was coming off of anesthesia being under. Like, I was worried about it when I did the colonoscopy. I was like, I don't want anything video. I don't want people around. I don't want any of that. I took that horrible photo of myself. So, like,
I have videos of my husband when he got his done. So funny.
Yeah, so that's why I purposely brought my dad. I'm like, I don't need my wife having any videos of me saying dumb things.
Dad might not even know how to work the video. on his camera
Right.
phone.
He'll
be doing it of himself.
Yeah. He'll just shoot a video, a selfie. So that was a strategic move by me. But Jayden Reed put this on Instagram Live, and he was feeling the after effects of anesthesia, and he's high on the Packers.
You got a whole bunch of people on here. You want to turn it off? Tell them hi. Tell them that you
Pack
good.
us to the bowl, bro.
Okay.
Bruh.
Tell them you good. And then we're going to
I'm
go.
good. Thank you for the prayers, bro. But we turned, bro.
Okay.
We going all the way, bro.
Okay.
I feel like that is the Matt Hamilton vibe for the
Totally.
team.
Yeah.
In more ways than one.
Yeah, we going all the way, bruh.
So that's our siding unlimited poll question. Are you as high on the Packers as Jayden Reed?
Pack us to the bowl, bro.
Not at this moment, but
844-770-3776.
Give me a couple weeks.
That's the Carbos Talking text line.
Give me a
This
couple
is
hours.
more. Are you as high on the Packers as Jayden Reed is? Canopy Wealth
Pack us to the
Management
bowl, bro.
is an independent, fee-based firm specializing in customized investment portfolio management, tax-aware wealth planning, and personalized client service. Their local professional team brings over 90 years of collective experience to help guide clients through life transitions. As a fiduciary, they honor their ethical duty to put their clients' best interests first while committing to full transparency in all that they do. At Canopy, care, competence, and clarity is not just a tagline, it's a promise. Go to canopy-wealth.com to get started with them today. That's canopy-wealth.com. This is Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly.
So, random Marlin player, Dan Ugla.
All that's going through my head right now is UGLY. You ain't got no alibi. You ugly.
I'll give you another one real quick before we get to our side and poll question.
You ugla. You ugla.
Presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
I really struggled with choosing a career path. I had so many interests and couldn't decide what to do. But I'm so glad I didn't let that stop me. At Madison College, I'm figuring it all out and making friends and connections along the way. Coming here is the best decision I ever made. My advice to others? Just take the first step. There's more to your story at Madison College.
Visit madisoncollege.edu to get started.
Looking for the perfect pizza meal just for you? Introducing Pizza Hut's new personal pizzas, the Crafted Flats. 5 bold, hand-stretched personal pizza recipes. 3 cheese, pepperoni duo, the ultimate, and for a limited time, Nashville hot chicken and chicken bacon ranch. All just $5 each, all day. The perfect pizza deal for lunch, dinner, or on game days. Order your $5 Crafted Flats at one of their locations or online at pizzahut.com today. Pizza Hut. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Step into nostalgia with the Miller High Life Dive Bars of the Month. Listen to Jim, Matt, and Molly every Thursday to find out where you can enjoy the best High Life specials in Madison. Plus, to celebrate our love for dive bars, we'll be giving away a case of Miller High Life to one lucky fan every Thursday. Live the high life with Jim, Matt, and Molly and enjoy the champagne of beer in its natural environment. Like Utica Bar, Paoli Pub and Grill, the pub at Pleasant Springs, and the Nitty Gritty in Sun Prairie.
ESPN Madison and Zimbrick Honda are celebrating the area's best local sports stories with the Game Changers of the Month. Follow ESPN Madison on social media to see the teams recognized for making a positive impact in the community. It's the Game Changers of the Month, presented by Zimbrick Honda.
Is your roof underperforming? Saggy shingles, leaky spots? Sounds like someone needs a little Avondale roofing. They don't just patch things up, they go all the way. Tight, sealed, satisfied. It's the kind of roof that'll have your neighbors going,
now that's a roof.
Avondale Roofing. They get on top so you don't have to. Call now. Your house deserves it.
From color-changing alexandrite to shimmering zircon and everything in between at Chalmers Jewelers, you'll find high-quality, affordable, one-of-a-kind pieces. We source straight from the gem cutters and we manufacture in-house from start to finish. As the manufacturer, we believe in truth in pricing. Never pay more for quality and stunning, beautiful jewelry. She's one of a kind, and so should her jewelry be. While others may send your jewelry dreams to someone else to make, with us, your dreams become reality with the help of our custom jewelers, with you involved the whole way. With a staff that has over 200 years of combined experience, why buy from a place that marks up jewelry made by the thousands? When you can buy direct from Chalmers for that one-of-a-kind piece that is better quality, often for less.
Chalmers Jewelers in Middleton
And Madison.
At Wisconsin Surplus Online Auction, you won't have to worry about your old lawnmower pulling a hamstring. They make buying and selling easy. Wisconsin Surplus Online Auction is simple, reliable, and unlike your fantasy team this football season, they'll actually deliver. Have equipment taking up space? Let them be your surplus solution. You send it in, they list it, people bid, and you actually win. Bid, buy, sell, and score big today at WisconsinSurplus.com. Because winning isn't just for game day. WisconsinSurplus.com.
Join the Madison Money Guy, Christian Finfrock, for Retirement Income Strategies, Saturday and Sunday mornings at 7. Get the information you need as you plan for retirement. That's Retirement Income Strategies, Saturday and Sunday mornings at 7. Investment advisory services offered through Retirement Income Strategies, an SEC-registered investment advisor.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light. Also brought to you by J&K Security Solutions, securing homes and businesses in the Madison area since 1987.
To the bowl, bro.
You guys know I love my Zoa energy. I need all of the energy I can get. The twins still aren't sleeping. We're 10 months almost into their lives. Not great, but it's okay. And in order to get through this show and just my normal days, I need Zoa Energy. It comes in so many great flavors, packed with vitamins, antioxidants, just all the things that make you feel like you're actually drinking something that's good and it's giving you energy. If you need to pick up some Zoa for yourself, head over to zoaenergy.com to find where you can pick some up.
She's Molly Brown. I'm Jim Rutledge. Matt Hamilton with me in the Everlight Solar Studio. Primetime or Sean Behind the Glass. You can stream us on the ESPN Wisconsin YouTube stream and the ESPN Wisconsin app. Get into the show, 844-770-3776. That's the Carbos Talking text line. Less is more. We have a Siding Unlimited poll question that we are asking you here, and that is, are you as high on the Packers as Jaden Reed is?
Packers to the bowl, bro.
Pun intended with that as well.
Weed is tight. Weed is tight.
Right now, 80% of you say, no, ain't proved it yet. A little slang there.
Ain't proved it yet.
I feel like that kind of was a good...
Was that what Xavier McKinney sounds
like? It was
like?
kind of a concise way of what Xavier McKinney was saying. They ain't proved it.
I don't hate it.
And because it fit within 25 characters.
I thought you were saying ain't proved it yet, and I was like, where did this come from? Now I get it. It was an option on the poll question. I see.
Packers to the bowl? What do you think?
Was the other option Packers to the bowl?
I wish you would have put bruh at the end of that.
There was no room for bruh.
Packers to the bowl.
Ryan, where are the current betting odds?
The Packers are currently tied with the Bills for the second best odds to win the Super Bowl at plus 550. That's per ESPN bet. Ravens number one at plus 500.
So right now, basically, it's the thought of Ravens-Packers in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So that game in November, I believe, at Lambeau Field could be a Super Bowl preview?
That game against the Ravens is in December. That's
December,
week 17.
Okay. I knew it was late, so okay. December there. Wow, yeah, that'd be a heck of a
Week 17?
Week 17.
So there's a good chance both these teams could be in the playoffs and resting their starters.
Well, I would imagine if both these teams are where they want to
feels
be,
very
they're going to be
early.
competing for
Their
number one
respective-
seed.
Yeah.
So I would say it's probably 60% that game will mean something because I think both those teams could be trying to get that number one seed.
Right.
I maybe the
I mean, the
Packers
odds
or the
of
Ravens
them
will
both
run.
having them locked up by then, right? Like that's the only reason is either you have just your division locked up and you're so far off the first seed that it doesn't matter,
Yep.
or you're already so far ahead of everyone else that it doesn't matter.
So the Packers have the Vikings after that?
Then the Vikings, they finish with week 18.
At the Vikings.
At the Vikings.
Brutal.
Carson
Well,
Wentz.
who knows?
Carson Wentz revenge game?
It's just always one of those games that it's like, it's a toss-up.
I mean, they lost to the Bears at home the last game of the year. So, yeah, you're right. Like,
Yeah.
the last game of the year can always be a little bit weird.
And again, it could be the same thing where the Vikings may not have anything to play for. They just want to beat the crap out of the Packers. That could happen.
Could.
And I'm not going to enjoy it.
844-770-3776. Are you as high on the Packers as Jaden Reed is?
But like I said,
to the bowl, bro.
I mean, there's sometimes that I wish I was that kind of fan. I wish I could unguard my heart and just be like, yeah, Packers are winning the Super Bowl. My husband is the perfect example of this. Being a Minnesota Vikings fan, every single year before the first game of the year, it's we're winning the Super Bowl. We're winning the Super Bowl. We're winning the Super Bowl. And it's like, okay, no, you're not. And I feel like you kind of are that way with the Packers, where you're like, they're winning. Like it's our year. It's the year that they're gonna do it and all that. And I'm never like that, just because one, I don't want to set those expectations for my fandom. I don't want to set that for my team because I just don't want to be let down. Like that is where I land. Where I am more like Xavier McKinney, where it's like, you're doing good, but let's pump the brakes. Let's just relax here for a second. I don't know. That's how I am.
Was that the sound of brakes?
Well, I mean, I could have gone.
Those are bad breaks, though.
Yeah, those are breaks that you're going right. You're going right through the stop sign.
I'm sure everybody is just loving hearing that sound in their ears right now.
Yeah. I'm definitely siding more with Jaden Reed on this one. You're right. That is me.
Color me surprised.
I will say though, deep down, I do guard my heart a little bit. Like deep down, I just don't want to show that. I like showing that I believe in the Packers because it's like the fake it till you make it kind of situation for me.
You know that's a sign of insecurity, right?
Yeah, I am fully aware of it.
So
that's why I say it's fake it till you make it. Like, yes.
Right now, again, our signing unlimited poll question: are you as high on the Packers as Jaden Reed is? 58% of you say yes, Packers to the bowl. 42% of you say no. You can chime in 844-770-3776 on the Carbos Talking text line. List is more, and I do want to throw this out there. Like, you could. I'm not saying the Packers are not off to a hot start, but if you were someone like Molly, be concerned about the Packers and the idea that defenses are always in front of the offense, usually for most teams. And the Packers, like we talked about, amongst the teams in the NFC North at least, but even the Eagles had an offensive coordinator change. They've had the least amount of change from the offseason. They only added. There was no major subtractions. So the Packers could be hitting the ground running. This could be their peak. And also teams don't know how to adjust to the Packers with Micah Parsons, and what are the Packers going to be showing? Because Micah Parsons is making Lucas Van Ness and Rashawn Gary better, but Lucas Van Ness for the most of his career has sucked. And then
his entire career until this year.
Edgerrin Cooper. So teams could end up figuring out maybe we just always double, and we'll just let Lucas Van Ness always try to beat a one-on-one, and he won't do it. You know what I mean? There's going to be ways that teams are going to be able to get around, scheme around this.
Or at least
some
try
point.
to scheme around it.
Well, again, counting on Lucas Van Ness being Lucas Van Ness. So,
right.
Edgerrin Cooper, though, he's obviously a premier player. So the nice thing the Packers have is they have a blue-chip guy on the D-line, an ascending player in Cooper that could be a blue-chip player, and then you have Xavier McKinney on the back end as blue-chip player. The corners still stink, in my opinion. I think they're one of the worst in the league, but it doesn't matter when they have Micah Parsons. He's a multiplier, but teams will figure out how Halfway's going to use Parsons, how this team is going to look together, and teams could counter. Now, the Packers aren't going to go from number 1 or 2 defense to 13th, but they could go from 1 to 5 or 6.
Which could they still win with a 5 or 6?
Probably. I'm just saying that if you were someone who was going to be more pessimistic and say no, they haven't proved it yet, Also, right now, teams have tried to blitz the hell out of Jordan Love. They haven't gotten home, so then Jordan Love's been able to eat. So what happens, the name that stands out to me is the only person that's been blitzed as much as Jordan Love is Daniel Jones. Blitzing shows a lack of respect.
Also cooking.
But shows a lack of respect for the quarterback. Like, you're blitzing saying, if I get home on this guy, he's going to screw up.
Mm-hmm.
The Packers have not allowed the blitz to get home. So if that holds up, it could be great. But teams might go, you know what? We're going to sit back here, and Jordan, we're going to make you be patient because we know that you like to big game hunt, and you might just do something dumb. And that might be the reverse on it. So there's still, I'm not saying any of that will happen, but I'm saying if you're in Molly's boat of like, I am not as high on the Packers as Jaden Reed, you could point to those things. They're still they are a premier contender, and they are right there with obviously Philadelphia. And right now, obviously, Philadelphia and Green Bay are the top two teams in the NFC. I know Tampa's undefeated. I know the Rams are undefeated. I know San Francisco's undefeated. I wouldn't put them in the same category as far as contenders as the Packers and the Eagles.
Agree.
Yeah, I'm with that so far. I'm just very... Jason Wilde said something that stuck out to me, too, and I wonder if this has anything to do with the blitzing. Is last year we really rode Josh Jacobs, and he said this year it kind of has seemed like opposing defenses have been loading the box almost like a dare to Jordan Love. It's like, hey, we're going to bring more. If you're running it, there's not going to be a hole for Josh Jacobs to get through, and if you're passing it, we're going to put pressure on you because in years past, statistically, when you've been under duress, you have not been a solid quarterback.
This year, he has not been good under duress, too.
Well, yeah.
The blitz has not gotten to him. They've not gotten home, so he's been able to still throw from a clean pocket because of the offensive line.
Right, exactly. So I do think, if they do back off and say, okay, Jordan Love, you got to beat us, there's a good chance Matt LaFleur sees it and is like, all right, back to Josh Jacobs.
Absolutely. I'm not saying that the Packers don't have counters, but and then
but you're certainly right. And even the Micah Parsons thing, all people know, all the other defensive coordinators know, and everyone knew going into those first two games is if we don't give Micah Parsons extra attention, he is going to make us pay. I remember him against Washington, he slipped through a triple team where they had the tight end, the guard, or the tackle, and the running back come in to try and chip him, and he still got up the middle and put pressure on Jaden Daniels.
And again, I think the Packers are clearly the first or second best team in the NFC. I'm just pointing out other. For an example, Micah Parsons was on Dallas. They were number one at the end of the year in pass rush, but they were one of the worst in the league in rush defense and secondary. So over the course of the year, I'm not saying it'll happen with the Packers, but he was on great teams with Dallas, with loaded offenses that lost to the Packers in the playoffs.
But
I just watched the documentary. I forgot how damn good that Dallas Cowboys team that the Packers blew out of the water.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and how bad Jerry. That's why Jerry felt so bad about it. But I don't think those defenses, even as good as they were, had the opportunity to be as good as his Packers defense.
Right, but we don't.
Right
that was Diggs this season too, right? That's when he led the league, 7 picks or something.
You know who looks
he was insane.
You know who's having a great season so far? CB1. Keyshawn Nixon.
Yeah.
5 PBUs against the Washington Commanders. I'm not saying that's
no turnovers
you're proving my point.
But that is the point of that. When you play with Micah Parsons, everyone else is going to play better around him too.
Right, but Dallas in the long run over the course of the year did not prove out to that.
True, but I also think that's because you're bringing up the point of their bad run defense, whereas the Packers are much better built for the run defense.
But their secondary was picked apart too. Their defense last year with Micah Parsons.
Last year, yes. But that defense last year was not a good defense.
But I don't think Keyshawn Nixon and Nate Hobbs are any good. But you have other.
That's probably fair.
But you do have McKinney and Cooper and obviously Parsons. So those three players, maybe that solves the problem on all three levels. I'm just saying that there are ways they can pick on some of these players once they figure out how to negate Parsons a little bit. For an example, Detroit. The game they called, and I don't know if it was, obviously the Bears are not as good as the Packers, but the game they called against Chicago was completely different. They looked like the Detroit that was under Ben Johnson. They were running a lot of kind of trick-type plays. They were getting Amon St. Brown out of the backfield, all over the field. They were doing different kind of fun. It looked like the Lions of last year in their play calling. We all agree that the game against the Packers, they did not.
They were disjointed, yes.
So that's kind of my point is that I don't know. And look, the Packers will adjust again, too. There's no doubt in my mind the Packers will be a team that will be contending or should be in the NFC Championship game. And then all bets are off in the NFC Championship game. But, like, you could look at Detroit last year. They were kicking everyone's butt. Now, they got hurt and a bunch of other factors to it, but it was Washington that surprised everyone. So, back to Molly's point, I could get if you were like, I'm not on it yet. Like, I'm not as high on the Packers as Jaden Reed. 844-770-3776. That is our side unlimited poll, or that's our side unlimited poll question on the Carl Talking text line. List is more. I'm just giving you the playing devil's advocate.
Yeah.
Because the Packers are clearly a premier contender. It's just a matter of, if you were Molly, you could have some things to be upset about. This is Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly.
For a man's curly chest hair, taco meat sure is.
I told you. Jim's is like salt and pepper color.
Yeah.
It's saltier than it is peppery.
Yes, the part that shows is more salt than pepper. But in general, it's salt and pepper in general.
Presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
At J&K Security Solutions, protecting your home or business is more than just the priority. It's what we do. I'm President Jeffrey Beckman. Since 1987, J&K Security Solutions has been committed to providing Madison and Southern Wisconsin with dependable security solutions. Whether it's security, fire, or the latest automation solutions, go to jksecurity.com to see how J&K can help keep your home or business secure. Get protected now at jksecurity.com.
Hey, it's Molly Brown from Jim, Matt, and Molly. I've been drinking ZOA Energy for a while now, and I absolutely love it. ZOA is my go-to beverage when I need a boost without the crash that comes with other energy drinks. It's packed with natural ingredients like vitamin B and C, electrolytes, and has zero sugar. It fuels my workouts and busy days. I recently had twins, and I have a toddler, so I need all of the energy I can get. Head over to ZOAEnergy.com to find the location nearest to you to pick up some ZOA for yourself. ZOA Energy for balance and drive.
One reason so many local organizations choose document imaging technology from James Imaging Systems? The people. Amanda Burrian, office manager at Covenant Lutheran Church.
One of the main things that has always been absolutely outstanding to me is the customer service rep that comes out and helps with the technical stuff. He is absolutely wonderful.
James Imaging Systems, a 100% locally owned and managed business technology company. And that translates into better support, better service.
Fast, efficient, they're dedicated, and they're willing to be there when you need them. So it's wonderful service.
Amanda, James Imaging Systems, more like a vendor or more like a partner?
Like a partner.
And your overall business experience with James?
That feels more like a partnership as well.
James Imaging Systems, AI-driven workflow automation, security enhancements, and digital transformation. Call 608-221-3457. James Imaging Systems, your local business technology partner.
Condon Jewelers, the jeweler on the east side, the jeweler on your side. When you see Diamond Jim, you can count on him to be on your side. Selection beyond compare with on-site repair, so you can wear your jewelry with pride. Condon Jewelers, the jeweler on the east side, the jeweler on your side.
Ben Brust here to tell you about the Princeton Club. If you're looking for a place where you can better yourself while having a wonderful atmosphere, you have it at the Princeton Club. Strong communities, strong body, and strong mind. All it takes is one small step to start today. You will see that you have everything you need in order to achieve all of your goals. Find your better tomorrow at the Princeton Club. 8 Madison locations where you go in there, you take a tour, and you realize this is a place for me. Find more at PrincetonClub.net.
Brian here from Canopy Wealth Management. At Canopy, we create strategies that are tailored to your needs and goals. We've invested heavily in client-friendly software so your assets and plan progress are available to view in one place at any time. Whether you prefer only the high-level information or enjoy the intricate details of the planning process, we've got you covered. Canopy Wealth Management. Care, competence, clarity. It's not just a tagline, it's a promise. Go to canopy-wealth.com to get started today. That's canopy-wealth.com.
Bruner Realty and ESPN Madison have teamed up again for the 5th annual Putts for Pups golf outing benefiting the Dane County Humane Society. Join us for a day of golf at Black Hawk Country Club on September 19th. Since it started in 2021, Putts for Pups has raised over $120,000 for the Dane County Humane Society. Donate or find out how you can get involved at putsforpups.com. Putts for Pups is proudly sponsored by Badgerland Exteriors, Alts Operations, Zimbrick Automotive, and Vortex Optics.
Welcome back to Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN. Also brought to you by J&K Security Solutions.
Matt and Molly continues live from the Everlight Solar Studio. Jim Rutledge alongside Molly Brown, Matt Hamilton, and Primetime Warshine. We are presented by Coors Light. It's the Mountain Dew Blue. You know what to do.
And that's Crush a Coors Light.
Brett in the Grove says, Jim dealing with some high-level copium. Brett in the Grove, I'm just trying to play devil's advocate to those who would not say the Packers are not, or they're not as high on the Packers as Jaden Reed was, or is.
Copium?
844. What? Opium? Have you heard of opium?
I thought you said copium.
I did.
Yeah,
He's
so
saying
it's
that like
your
I'm
drug.
coping.
Your coping
Oh.
drug is copium.
Yeah. But
Guys,
maybe Brett
Ryan,
the
you
Grove-
didn't get that, did you?
I know that phrase.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't. I've never
For
heard
those
of
of
it.
us who are on Twitter a lot, that's a very common phrase.
I don't live in the, what is it called? Like a gross
Twitterverse
sludge of like, the
Social
world.
media. Yeah, it's a good
So,
one.
in general, though, I do believe I said multiple times the Packers are right there with Philadelphia as the top team in the NFC. So
Yeah.
there's no coping. I'm saying that if you were going to play devil's advocate, it's kind of like the Brewers with their 14-game winning streak. They're below 500
Well,
since
now
then.
they're 500.
Well, now they're 500 since then.
Because they got the win last night.
Yeah, that's true. 15 to 15.
The vaunted Angels in town. But my point is, they came back down to earth. They're still a very good team.
Mm-hmm.
But for a minute, they looked like it's World Series or bust. So there's going to be moments this year where the Packers might not look like Super Bowl or bust.
And honestly, Jim, are you being a devil's advocate, or are you just doing what not Jaden Reed said, but Xavier McKinney said himself? They haven't proved it.
I thought you were.
I'm about to. But I got to press one more button.
Suspense.
Yeah, I know.
I'm not going to sit up here and say we're the best team in the NFL. I mean, it's just 2 games. We got a lot of football to play. And I think the biggest thing about being 2-0, like, to be honest, like, you can't really get complacent, and you can't feel like you won a Super Bowl. Because it's a lot of that start off 2-0, and later in the season, they don't be worth shit, so.
Yeah, Xavier. 844-770-3776. That's the Carbus Talking text line. This is more. You can still chime in on the Siding Unlimited poll question. We are asking you, are you as high on the Packers as Jaden Reed is?
Packers to the bowl, bro.
And right now, 58% of you say yes, Packers to the bowl.
58%.
Bowl, bro.
Another reason that the Packers might not make the Super Bowl, according to Chris Canty, might be Jordan Love.
No one that we've had roll into this studio talks about concerns in any other area of the roster. You don't hear people talking about their offensive line. You don't hear people talking about their defensive line. You don't hear people talking about their secondary. Nobody talks about their special teams. The biggest concern is Jordan Love and whether or not he's going to be inconsistent, whether or not he's going to be erratic when it comes to taking care of the football, so on and so forth. When we saw him on Thursday Night Football last week against the Commanders, the team looked great. But Jordan Love missed some plays out there that were there to be made.
Okay. Oh, sorry. I was just going to say, yes, that is what the issue has been with Jordan Love, and that is exactly what we've talked about, that this is the last year to not be inconsistent, to prove us who he actually is, right? But also, I think there's something to be said that the other teams in the league, I mean, look at the Minnesota Vikings. We've talked about them already, but we talked about them before the season started, that they have one of the best rosters, aside from we don't know who the quarterback is, which we still don't. But at this point in time, J.J. McCarthy does not look like a good quarterback at all. I think we can all agree with that, right?
Right. It's 2 games into his NFL
No,
career, but yes.
I fully am
Jordan
on the
got
same page
6
as you.
years, and he gets one more.
No,
One more game.
One more
No.
season.
I am fully aligned with you. I am just making a
Yes.
general statement that doesn't matter what the rest of your roster looks like in some capacity if your quarterback is inconsistent and just not good enough. If he's going to make bonehead plays like he has, they literally should have gone to the NFC Championship in a year that nobody was expecting them to do anything. In Jordan Love's first year as the starter for the Green Bay Packers. Like, he made a bonehead decision when he didn't even need to. It was first down when he threw that
crossbody.
Good God, yeah.
Pass directly to Trey Greenlaw.
Warner?
Trey Greenlaw.
Was it? Okay. So it's like, yeah, if Jordan Love is going to Jordan Love in the way that he has in multiple years in the past, you're not going to go you're not going to win a Super Bowl in that way. So I can't disagree with Canty. Can you?
No, I mean, he's right. There were definitely plays left out there that could have been made. But the fact of the matter is he still hasn't had a turnover yet. And knock on wood.
Okay, but
he said almost two.
Almost, and I understand there's flags, but we saw that with player like Rodgers was the king of seeing a flag out of the corner of his eye.
That's not what this was, though. Don't misrepresent it. That's not what it was.
There was holding. There was a flag thrown, and then he throws a bomb. Like, you don't know if Jordan saw that or not.
Neither do you, so don't try to present it
but
otherwise.
I'm saying.
But what about the other?
thing?
But what about the other one? There was two of them.
Back to back.
Back to back.
And I'm just saying that Jordan Love has not been burned making those mistakes yet. I'm fine with you overthrow it every once in a while.
However, he hasn't been in a situation where he's had to do a throw and do a hero ball yet this season. Like, they have been plenty far ahead of the teams that they've played.
To your point, he may have been burned if the defense wasn't so good. That missed opportunity to Matthew Golden could burn the Packers.
100%.
So, like,
I'm not expecting him to make every play.
Jordan Love is very similar to who he's been. He had two dumb or arrogant or however you want to do it, boneheaded throws against Detroit. However you want to spin it.
Yes.
He missed throws against Washington. He missed open throws against Detroit. He missed on the play that he threw. They ended up kicking a field goal on their second drive against Detroit. On the broadcast, they're like, Tucker Kraft is wide open in the middle of the field, and Jordan Love forced the ball to the corner with a hero throw to Jaden Reed. And they kicked the field goal. It didn't burn them because the defense is so good. And that's what the Packers have in their favor. But I think Jordan Love is still far closer to the player he's been the last few years this year as he's been in other years. The biggest difference is the offensive line has played fantastic the first two games, and Matt LaFleur is in his bag calling plays. I have not seen some big exponential jump from Jordan Love where he goes from a top 10 QB to a top 3 QB. I think he is improving, and I'm not saying that he won't be improving, but I don't think he's made this giant jump. And I think the only reason, because we just talked about it, the defense has made it so Jordan Love doesn't have to be that guy. But is Jordan Love the only thing that could derail the Packers season?
I mean, yeah, so much rides on the quarterback. If he is bad, yes.
That's not even bad. He just has, like...
But, Jim, I totally understand what you're saying about the consistency, but the fact of the matter is he is now second on the leaderboard for most games as a Packers quarterback, tied for second on the leaderboard, for most games as a Packers quarterback without throwing an interception. He's had 9 games in a row now because of it. That, to me, is showing there is growth there. You can still miss plays, but protecting the ball is the most important part. And being fortunate that there was a penalty that negated an interception or an errant throw that did get picked, that's also part of the game. But Jordan Love, to me, those steps are being taken. He is walking forward towards that better level of quarterback. I don't think he's stagnant the way you're kind of making it sound.
No, I never said he was stagnant. I'm saying that each year he makes improvements in the margins. EPA is this, like, it's great that he has not had a turnover. There's a lot of good quarterbacks who aren't very good don't turn the ball over. And so,
but that was one of our big complaints for the first 2 years.
Right. But it was the interceptions that he threw against Detroit were the classic. Like, Jordan Love is good until he isn't. Like, that's the whole thing with Jordan Love, and that's exactly who he is.
It's almost like a panic in a sense, right?
But same with the missed throws. Like, he's on point until he isn't, and that's the same. So I'm not saying he's not getting marginally better, but watch these first 2 games. He's still the same guy that will be on point, and then what the hell was that? And overthrows lead to interceptions. And so it's 2 games this year, and let's just see how that plays out. And also, by the way, how many? You're talking regular season. He threw 3 interceptions against Philadelphia.
Yeah, regular season games.
All right. So don't blow snow in my face and tell me it's snowing here, Matt. Come on.
Don't blow snow in my
Don't give me
face.
disingenuous
That's a
stat.
stat.
That is incredibly and horribly disingenuous.
Don't whatever.
But that's very disingenuous. Like, come
I don't know
on,
if
what
it's
are we doing
disingenuous.
here? Like, that's fake news.
You know, you should yell at the guys that run Sunday football.
I'm yelling at you
because they're the ones that pop that stat.
You know better, Matt. When it mattered, he threw 3 interceptions. Come on.
Regular season, that was the stat line.
You're right.
that
Probably
right?
should have clarified
Jordan
that.
Love is a regular season hero.
Is that all we care about, Matt? Just the regular season?
Right now,
Matt,
until we get to the playoffs.
Can we just
What? Come on, Matt. I thought you were with Jane Reed.
do we have a penalty?
to the bowl, bro.
Do we have a penalty box?
Not yet. No.
All right,
Yeah,
because like
I don't deserve to
He
be in the
needs to be
penalty
put in-
box. I
call
just
that-
threw out a
Is that
factual
like a-
Jim wants a
stat.
power play or what?
Is it like a LeBron stat? Like he tried
It's
to
a
sneak-
LeBron stat. It's
Yeah, he
definitely
tried
a
to
LeBron
sneak
stat.
that
Anything
by.
on
Take that for
It's a
data.
fine stat. You just can't negate how he plays in the
And did he-
postseason.
and also-
like we've given multiple
can you-
references in
can
the
you-
last 5 minutes to how he plays in the
Hey,
postseason.
can you listen back? Did he say regular season?
I did not.
Not the first
He
time.
did.
I promise you I did not.
And then he added
I
it
heard
in.
it. He definitely did
I
not.
definitely did not.
No.
You tried to sneak one by the goalie there.
Oh, but I
Take that
But
for
I meant
data.
it. I meant regular season. You should have just
Matt.
been able to use context clues.
Just lie down.
Come
Molly,
on,
tell us
Matt.
about Carbon World Health.
Yes. You
Matt,
guys,
get out of here because we got Minute to Win It coming up. So, Molly, you can tell us about.
I know. I'm going to tell you about Carbon, and
yes.
then I'll get out too. But you guys know that I've been loving my results from Carbon World Health as I've gotten a couple of their hydrofacials done. My skin is absolutely glowing. Their brand new state-of-the-art location in the Prairie Lake Shopping Center is just great. They have everything you can imagine at their med spa. They've got laser treatments, injectables, body contouring, vitamin drips, and so much more. Head over to carbonworldhealth.com to learn more and get started on your health and wellness journey today. I also, side note, Carbon World Health. I saw somebody commented on our talk and text line that they actually said that you changed their life by telling them about GLP-1s from Carbon World Health. So that was a good little plug.
Tim in
just saw
Oregon,
it.
thank you for that.
Amazing.
We'll add that to right now. So I changed Tim in Oregon's life by telling him about GLP-1s. You can change your life by going to carbonworldhealth.com and ask him about GLP-1s because they are life-changing, and you should just ask him about it because it will drastically improve your quality of life. All right, what's our category here?
So today's Minute to Win It category. Obviously, Jim, what were we talking about in segment 2? What was the thing we brought up 3 times? Where the Packers rank in the odds for the Super Bowl right now?
Yeah.
All right, so today's category for Minute to Win It is the 10 teams with the highest Super Bowl odds as of today over at ESPN Bet.
Okay.
What do you want to set the over-under at for Matt and Molly?
7.5.
7.5.
I feel like there's 2 of them. They're in it. We gave them some already.
We only mentioned the top 4.
So that's 4. So they need to get 3.5.
Yeah.
On their own.
There's a timer. I mean, there's an audience.
They need to get 3.5 on their own.
Just ask Mark Tauscher. When the pressure's on, it can be a little
performance anxiety. I understand it, but like pressure. I think 7.5 is fair.
Okay.
Because we're giving them 4.
We have given them 4, so far.
All right,
okay.
so they only need to come up with 3.5.
Yeah. So then we just need 2 callers.
All right. What callers are we doing?
The Packers are currently tied for the second best odds, so let's go caller number 2, and Jordan Love is number 10. So caller number 2 and 10.
All right, 844-770-3776. Caller number 2, caller number 10. 844-770-3776. Caller number 2, caller number 10. You're both entered to win at least a $25 gift card to North and South Seafood and Smokehouse. It might even be a $50 gift card to North and South Seafood and Smokehouse if you pick the right over-under. This is Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light.
Hey, this is Matt's Chicago Doppelganger. You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN Madison.
You, rah. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin present your Badger Minute. Here's Pablo Iglesias.
This Badger Minute brought to you by Starion Bank, with 3 Madison area locations in Middleton, Sun Prairie, and Monona. Starion Bank is here investing in your community. Start your experience at starionbank.com. Member FDIC. Wisconsin Volleyball's Mimi Collier and Charlie Furbringer earning Big Ten award nods. Outside hitter Collier, an offensive force, averaging over 5 kills per set. Good for the best in the Big Ten and second in the nation. The setter Furbringer tallying her her 15th career double-double, 40 assists and 10 digs at Georgia Tech. Verbringer inching closer to 1,500 assists in her young career. On deck for Bucky Marquette at Fiserv, 8 p.m. on Wednesday. Florida at the Kohl Center at noon on Sunday. Pre-match coverage beginning 30 minutes before first serve. ESPN Madison is your home for Wisconsin Badgers volleyball.
Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin honors trust and commitment on your behalf before, during, and after the sale.
Order today and get 0% interest for up to 60 months. PellaWI.com.
Hey, Matt Hamilton here to tell you about the delicious Odyssey Brands, a family-owned company crafting award-winning cheese right here in Wisconsin for over 4 generations. Made with locally sourced milk, Odyssey brings bold, Greek-style flavors straight to your table. From savory, crumbly feta to rich and creamy Greek yogurt, every bite is a taste of tradition and quality. You can find Odyssey products at most major retailers nationwide and online. Odyssey, crafted in Wisconsin, loved everywhere, dairy done right.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End the friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
The biggest games.
Back-to-back state championships. Still going. Lowers his shoulder into the end zone. Touchdown, Wanakee.
The most compelling stories.
Where are you going to be playing basketball next year?
I'm proud and excited to announce that I'll be going to the University of Charleston.
We are now joined by the Executive Director of the WIAA, Stephanie Hauser.
The area's best high school sports coverage is Zimbrick Honda's presentation of Prep Mania.
From the biggest stars to the greatest moments. Behind the Bucks is Bucks history like you've never heard it before. It's all on Behind the Bucks on the Bucks Plus audio network. Behind the Bucks is presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and HR and benefits consultant. Available now on bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, the new ESPN Wisconsin app, and wherever you get podcasts.
Have you been waiting to buy your next home? Stop. Now is the time to get housed. What's up, Madison? It's Stacy from Bruner Realty. Nobody has a crystal ball to know what the future holds. The longer you wait to find your next home, the better the chance you'll be paying more for it than you would be today. Don't miss out on what could be the best opportunity to find your dream home. Contact our team at BrunerRealtyInc.com to help start your search. That's BrunerRealtyInc.com. Let's get house.
Your family's safety is your responsibility, and it starts with a solid roof. When the next storm rips through and takes some of your shingles with it, call Badgerland Exteriors. Or looking to replace your whole roof but don't want to break the bank? Let the team at Badgerland Exteriors give you a free, no obligations estimate.
AJ with Badgerland Exteriors here. Contracting made easy is more than a tagline. It's how we run our family business. Visit BadgerlandExteriors.com to get started on your next project. That's BadgerlandExteriors.com.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light. Also brought to you by J&K Security Solutions, securing homes and businesses in the Madison area since 1987.
Ain't shady, baby, I'm hot, like the prodigal son.
Jim, Matt, and Molly continues live from the Everlight Solar Studio. Jim Rutledge, Molly Brown, Matt Hamilton with you. Primetime War Shine Behind the Glass. And we are going to get to Minute to Win It in a second here. It's presented by North and South Seafood Smokehouse, proud partners of ESPN Madison's presentation of Badger Volleyball, which actually happens tonight. They are at Marquette. First serve at 8 p.m. Pregame starts at 7:30. Marquette 5-2 on the year. Badgers Volleyball 4-1. And we will have Brewers Baseball actually right before that until the start of Badgers Volleyball. But North South Seafood and Smokehouse, 3 great locations in the Madison area, 1 in DeForest, 1 in Madison, 1 in Verona. Whichever one you go to, you're going to get fantastic service, have a great time, family-friendly environment. You also can carry out. You can have it delivered. You also can have them cater. All right, let's get to Minute to Win It.
Will they beat the odds
I say everything with pure confidence, whether I think I'm totally right or not.
or crumble under pressure?
I legitimately know one of these. I legitimately have one.
This is the Minute to Win It, presented by North and South Seafood and Smokehouse, with 3 locations in Madison, DeForest, and Verona.
All right, guys. So let me ask you, revisiting something we talked about earlier in the show today. What is it that Jade Reed is high on?
Packers to the Super Bowl?
Packers to the bowl,
Bro.
The Packers Super Bowl odds, to be more specific. So, guys, today's category for Minute to Win It are the teams with the top 10 odds to win the Super Bowl
Shut up.
as of today over at ESPN Bet. Well done, Molly. Now, that does not count as a correct answer, unfortunately, but well done. Good job.
That's funny. We thought of it, but didn't do any research into what it was. We were trying to, obviously, when we go out in the studio, we talk about what we think it could be. Molly told me what last week's was, and we were trying to debate.
You're filibustering right now. Get this started. Like,
we never
Your timer starts now.
Packers.
The Green Bay Packers are number 2 on the list. tied with
Ravens.
the Bills. And then the Ravens are number 1 on the list.
Bills.
The Bills are tied with the Packers at number 2.
Eagles.
The Eagles are number 4.
You think Rams? Rams have to be there. No? What?
We talked about this quarterback yesterday.
I don't remember. Commanders?
Herbert.
No. Oh, Chargers.
The Chargers
That was your
are number
lightning
6
bolt?
on the
Yeah.
list.
That count as a.
There was a bit of collusion there.
I didn't
No,
say.
we're on a team.
Chiefs.
The Kansas City Chiefs are number 5 on the list.
I'm trying to think of best teams in the league right now. What?
Come on. You know it.
No, I don't.
Yeah. Might have just played them.
I'm honestly going to say the Rams. I don't care if it's wrong. They
The
have
Rams
to be on
are number 8 on the
Told you.
list.
Nice.
That is correct.
Commanders.
The Commanders are not on the list, Matt, unfortunately.
Wow.
there. Jaden Daniels hurt.
5 seconds.
Top team in the AFC. Tampa Bay.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Matt
Oh, I
just
forgot
jumping
about the
ahead.
Lions. Yeah.
Well, she said something, so I was trying to get it under the wire.
I said it was
That's
5
all the
seconds
time.
left. That was all the time that's left.
I didn't
No.
hear the dinger.
The dinger didn't go off. I was keeping track with my eyes on the
Liar.
timer over here.
Nope.
The-
His answer gets in.
The dinger's broken right now. Matt's answer does not get in, but it doesn't matter because Molly was correct about the Buccaneers.
Well, you got me thinking like I'm wrong, and I'm just like, I feel like these are the top teams that are talked about.
It's true.
I
don't know what we got.
I win. I set the line at 7.5. So
What did we get?
8 on the last one.
Nice, Molly. Good work.
Oh, so what do you mean you
With
won?
the
That means you
Lions,
lost.
No, but I'm saying I'm just trying to set the right line. I'm not trying to beat
Oh,
you guys.
gotcha.
Like,
Okay.
yeah,
Jim doesn't want us to be like more than half a point away.
Yeah, I
Gotcha,
want you to be
okay.
like on the
I
on
get
the
you, I
number
get
every
it.
time.
Jim
get
just wants to know that he's a good bookie.
Did the
Yes.
Lions?
Yeah.
Were the Lions of it too?
The
Well, I
Lions were
forgot
number
about the
7 on the
Lions.
list.
Okay.
Wow.
All right, so let's
Seems
hear
low.
what we got. Who's the last one?
Come on, you got any more guesses? It's an NFC team, I'll tell you that.
Who else is good in the
Currently 2-0.
Not the Cowboys. Not the Bears.
I don't know if it's the 49ers, but they are 2-0.
Oh, I
It
forgot about the
is
49ers.
The San Francisco 49ers.
They just seem so old and irrelevant with Brock Purdy hurt now, too.
George Kittle on IR too.
Yeah,
there's
that's
still
But
a lot
Brock's
of
back in
confidence.
like a week or two.
No, I'm
No,
just
he
saying
was-
it's tough to
it
keep
was a
them top
couple
of
weeks
mind.
'cause he
I don't know.
had
Well,
a
he missed 1
full-on-
week, so I thought if he missed 2 more, that's 3 weeks out.
His was 2 to 5 weeks was
Okay.
the
Yeah.
estimation. But I
So-
think it's gosh, I can't remember what his injury was. But
Shoulder?
Toe.
Yeah.
No, that's Joe Burrow.
Knees and toes, knees and toes.
I'm pretty
shoulder.
sure he had a foot injury. He also had a shoulder injury,
I
but the
think
foot
he-
one was the more concerning one.
I think he has multiple injuries right now.
Brutal.
Yeah. But I mean, they're still number 9 in the odds.
Brock Purdy
So-
returned to practice today, by the way.
So who won?
So who won?
No,
which call?
winners.
That would be Andrew in Green Bay for taking the over today.
And did he
well done, Andrew.
take the over, or did he get stuck with the over?
He chose the over.
Nice.
There you go. See, we're on the up and up. That's
Yeah.
why.
You said that was Andrew?
Andrew.
He chimed in and wished you guys good luck as well. But
You're welcome, Andrew.
just to clear it all up, 49ers quarterback Brock Purdy will be limited in practice today, but he did practice. He has a toe and a left shoulder injury. So
I was right, too.
You both were right.
Head, shoulder, knees and toes.
Good job,
knees
Mike.
and toes.
Injuries around
Teamwork
the league.
makes the dream
Next
work.
week's
Matt
category.
dramatically wrong when I said I think he'll be back in like 2 weeks, and Matt's like, "No way." Well, Brock is he's limited, but if he's at practice, that trends towards like the next week or the following week you'd play. Because that'd be 3 weeks out. Would be right in the middle of it because he missed last week.
Yep.
Misses next 2 weeks.
But
then
you
he's
said
back.
2, and then Matt said 2 to 5.
No,
I thought I heard 3 to 4.
I said 2. I said 2 more weeks. He already missed one, so then that's 3 weeks he would have been out.
Gotcha.
Did you know Jim set the line perfectly
Whatever.
for Minute to Win It?
I did.
I
Just
don't
like
know.
I'm nailing the line.
I'm out of this
Brock Purdy
conversation.
when he returns. All right, this is Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light.
Imagine the peace of mind knowing your home or business is safe 24/7. I'm Jeffrey Beckman, president of J&K Security Solutions, and we provide security you can trust. Serving Madison and southern Wisconsin, J&K Security Solutions offers state-of-the-art home and business security systems tailored to your needs. From video surveillance to home and business automation, to find out how J&K Security can help secure what matters most in your life, visit jksecurity.com.
This is Derek Engler. You're listening to a Good Karma Brands radio station, 100.5 ESPN WTLX Monona, Madison.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio, this is your Metro Kia of Madison Sports Center.
Good afternoon, Madison. I'm Ryan Wollersheim, and this is your Sports Center Update brought to you by Ridgetop Exteriors, Wisconsin's premier roofing, siding, and window contractor since 2002. Visit them over at ridgetopexteriors.com. And the Green Bay Packers' first injury report came out earlier today as they prepare for their game against the Cleveland Browns. Only player not practicing today would be one Jaden Reed, who confirmed last night that he underwent successful surgery on his broken collarbone as well as the Jones fracture in his foot that held him out during the preseason. Per ESPN's Adam Schefter, Reed will now be out indefinitely. Read more over at ESPN.com. Also, make sure to prepare for everything green and gold leading up to Sunday's game in Cleveland. Then coming up tonight, your number 7 ranked Badgers volleyball is back facing the in-state rival Marquette Golden Eagles at Pfizer Forum. They took down UW-Milwaukee 3-0 last week, so Wisconsin looks to complete the sweep of the state. First service tonight at 8 p.m. Pre-game coverage starts at 7:30 right here on 100.5 ESPN. And up until then, you can hear Milwaukee Brewers baseball as they got their win in the first game against the Angels last night at AmFam Field. First pitch will be at 6:40. Pre-game coverage starts shortly after 6:04. That game will run right up until pre-game of Badgers volleyball at 7:30. Second hour of Jim, Matt, and Molly starts right now.
Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealer. Stop into Metro Kia on the east side of Madison or metrokiaofmadison.com.
Everybody's ego takes a shot on this show.
You gotta keep your chill with Jim, Matt, and Molly.
I am savage.
So you're not special.
Jim, if we want to play this game, we can play this game.
And I'm just like, oh my God, this guy's going to swing on Jim. He's a complicated fellow. Oh.
People like me.
I don't think so.
This is Jim, Matt, and Molly on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
We're learning a lot about each other.
My wife was looking at Rosie's phone and saw her friend, I won't say her friend's name's, like, profile. And she's like, what is this? And she goes, there was a couple emojis on there. And one of them was a peach and one of them was an eggplant.
Why?
No.
I'm 90%, 99% sure that it was completely just she liked peaches and eggplant.
Eggplant parmesan.
How often do you guys send the eggplant?
But the thing
More than I should admit.
more than I should have.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio in downtown Madison. Alongside Matt Hamilton and Molly Brown, here's Jim Rutledge.
It is hour number 2 of Jim, Matt, and Molly. We are presented by Coors Light. At the mountains, I believe you know what to do.
And that's crush a
Coors Light.
I'm Jim Rutledge. I have the power in the Everlight Solar Studio alongside Primetime Orsheim, who is behind the glass. Stream us on the ESPN Wisconsin app and the ESPN Madison YouTube stream. You can see Matt in his Brewers jersey. He is solely here today to talk trash to Mark Tauscher when he joins the show a little bit later about first pitches. Molly Brown with us as well. We have a couple Siding Unlimited poll questions that you can chime in on the Carbos Talk and Text line. List is more, 844-770-3776. Our first one of the day, in honor of Jaden Reed and his high feelings on the Green Bay Packers, we asked the question,
Pack us to the bowl, bro.
are you as high on the Packers as Jaden Reed is? Right now, 52% of you say no, ain't proved it yet. 48% of you say Packers to the bowl. And then we are getting a question up here soon. Is Jordan Love the only thing that could derail the Packers season? 844-770-3776.
Would you say derail or hold back? The Packers?
Derail.
Well, derail is like you're on a train to the Super Bowl.
I know what
Yeah.
derailment means. I know
That's
the
what I'm
dictionary
saying.
definition of derail. Yes.
I forgot I wasn't talking to Matt. All right, so choo-choo train goes on tracks.
But I will say,
Chugga, 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 toot, toot.
if we're asking that question,
Matt likes trains.
It is obvious that injuries could still derail the season at the end of the day, right?
Okay, aside from injuries.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think
That's
all
like my line, bro. That's like how I navigate Jim's logic. Like, well,
Let me just think of all the ways that I can defend my team.
Wait, Matt, didn't you hear what Jim said? The only reason you're here today is to talk crap to Mark Tauscher. So until then, we're going to speak
shut
for
up.
you. Yeah, exactly.
I don't know if I can say that to my co-host. I'm
But
sorry.
wait, Matt, you did wear that jersey to troll Mark a little bit, right? Today, because you're wearing your custom Brewers jersey.
I would say it was in honor of Mark to show solidarity.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I get it, man. Like it's hard. Not everyone can throw it over the plate. Like I can, but not everyone can.
I hope you say that to Tausch.
No.
And I hope he comes back at you and says, not everybody can block 300-pound guys from hitting a Hall of Fame quarterback.
Do you think
multiple?
you're a little
nookie.
Do you think Mark could pick Matt up and like hang him on a hanger?
Yes.
Like like the old school
bully style?
Yeah, bully style.
Probably.
He would give you the gnarliest
Now-
swirly ever.
Now if Matt fought back, no. But like I think if he I think Mark could physically do it.
Yeah, no. Mark would kick your you-know-what.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Like, no lie.
Definitely.
Yeah, I think all the pass blocking skills would come right back in. So
You
as
just
soon
have
as-
to literally just push Matt like that a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Need to be in open spaces where I can move around and stay away from them.
Yeah, because I would feel like running into Tauscher would be like running into a brick wall.
You know, like those, there's like kids' books that are called like Who Would Win?
Oh
Matt
yes,
versus
my daughter
Mark
loves
Tauscher.
those. My daughter loves those.
Like Deadliest Warrior?
Yeah, it really
What?
is like who will win, a
Yeah, it's like
crocodile
a
or a
versus
shark.
a rattlesnake.
Yeah.
Literally.
They're actually very interesting.
They tell you a lot of facts.
They do.
But I wonder who would win, Matt Hamilton or Mark Tauscher?
We shouldn't have to wonder that. It's Mark Tauscher.
Yeah, it's
If
pretty.
he got his big bear paws on me, he'd break me.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like the 100 people versus a gorilla. Right? Wasn't that it?
Yeah.
Right?
Oh God, that conversation. Goodness gracious.
And then you guys weren't on the show. Jesse, I kind of like derailed it. It was a
Oh,
giraffe
wow.
versus
What does derail mean?
It's something to do with a train, a choo-choo train. It was a giraffe versus a single lion. And I was like, dude, the giraffe wins like 99 times out of 100.
What? No way.
Like he runs away from it?
No, like curb stomps it.
No way. The lion just takes a bite
You know,
out
the
of
neck is like 14 feet up in the air. The lion's got to get up to that spot. Like those legs.
Yeah, you're
it doesn't have to get the neck
I'm
in
going to be
order
honest
to
with you.
defeat
I
it.
ended up Googling it during the show, and Google AI says almost undoubtedly a single giraffe versus a single lion, it would not end well for the lion.
No way. I don't believe it.
It is true, actually.
It is
Like,
true.
lions have to hunt in packs to take down giraffes.
A giraffe, yeah. It needs multiple lions.
I mean, giraffes, don't forget, like they're like 5,000 pounds.
And they don't
Those
want
things
to
are big.
And they don't want to die.
Yeah,
So-
exactly.
And those legs are, and they have hooves.
Like, I love
You got
nature
me.
and stuff, but, like, I honestly don't know the point of a giraffe on this world. Like, and I'm not saying that we should, like, have them endangered or anything. What is the point of a giraffe?
Existential question?
Yes.
What's the point of us?
No, there's literally, no, exactly. Like, I didn't say, like, I don't know what a giraffe does other than, like, eat leaves of lettuce at the zoo out of your hand or, like, eat out of a tree that's really high
What
in
about
Africa.
the ones that don't? I was gonna say, what about the ones that don't live in the zoo?
They just exist.
Yeah, but
like we
well,
exist.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, there is no point. They're just there, like you
Yeah,
and me.
it's literally like they're just there.
Yeah, literally, you can say that about everything
You
on
could,
this planet.
You could, but we
It's just
don't.
there.
Yeah, you could, but we don't. I don't know.
We're all just here,
A giraffe
man.
is just such an irrelevant
What-
animal. Like
I'll
I think
have
they're
what
beautiful
she's
and
having,
I love
please.
them.
You
Yeah.
and Jaden Reed.
Right,
I'll have
yeah,
what
yeah,
they're
yeah.
having.
What animals aren't irrelevant in your opinion?
Well, dogs are man's best friend, right?
Dogs to the bowl, bruh.
What other animals are you just willing to openly
Yeah.
eliminate, Molly?
No. I said I love nature. I believe in endangered species.
You believe in them? Great. This is
I
where we're at.
believe they can come back.
This is where we're at
progress we're making.
science-wise now. We have to believe in endangered species.
It's
We've gone from climate change to species now. I believe animals exist.
The Earth was round. A giraffe would tip right over if it's spinning as fast as they say it is. You know?
Yeah. No. I don't know.
Molly's
I'm just so shocked that a giraffe would beat a lion. That's just like, it just seems like, what is a giraffe going to do to defend itself? Because how long would it take for the giraffe to bend its neck all the way down to like chomp on the lion?
You know
what I mean? Like, that's what I
their
picture.
heads around too.
Yeah,
like when they fight other giraffes.
I have no idea.
Yeah,
like, what do they do?
But their necks are like they're like your arms. Like you don't move your neck a lot, but like the way you'd move your arm, it's not like it takes you a long.
So it's just like their
I'll
neck.
pull
is
up a
just
video
like,
in the break. It is these giraffes
crazy.
swinging their heads at other giraffes and trying to like break them.
So their neck is like what's that thing that you always say Strofe looks like?
Oh, the wacky, wavy, inflatable tube.
Is that what their neck looks like?
A little bit.
Yeah, except
That's gross.
except made out of like a tree trunk.
Yeah, and horns.
I was just pointing out that
inflatable
like
tube.
they can move it like you'd move your arm. It's not like it's like how you
had
move your
no
neck.
idea.
Where it's like, I gotta swing this
See,
thing.
that's
right
what, that's
But
what
again,
I picture.
guys, a 10-foot leg on a 5,000-pound animal is
John
their foot
and
is-
Madison chimes in. Giraffes have one of the deadliest kicks in the animal kingdom, easily.
How do we know this?
because they've seen them crush lion skulls before.
All right, you're
Lion
gonna have to
gets
show
in
me
the
a
wrong
video because
spot
I am
and-
having a tough time believing it.
I know, Jesse did too.
If that's the thing, then how come there's no professional sports team called like the Giraffes? We
don't
have the
look
Lions.
Fierce. Ants are the strongest animal or strongest thing on the earth, right?
Yeah.
Like nobody's the ants.
What?
Pound for pound, the strongest animal.
Yeah,
If you could only find a 1-pound ant,
living thing. It's not. It's an insect, but like, yeah, ants are
they can
incredible.
carry like 100 times their body weight.
Yeah,
I had no idea.
like
Yeah.
an ant would beat a gorilla in a fight if you could.
If
blow up
the
an
ant
ant.
was the
equivalent?
same weight.
Yeah.
Interesting. I'm learning a lot about the animal kingdom right now.
Yeah, no doubt. And here's the thing, and they're all important, Molly.
Yes.
Every single one of them.
Again, I just don't know what a giraffe's purpose is.
There is no purpose.
So
No, but like a parasite. Okay, a parasite on a shark. It's there to like eat the shark's dead skin cells
The
off.
remora?
Fish? You think I have an idea? No, I don't know.
This is the woman who barely thinks giraffes deserve to be alive.
Yeah.
So.
No,
It's called a
no.
remora fish.
No. Like,
I get what you're saying. That's a symbiotic relationship, though. It's helping clean the.
I'm
the
sure there's a reason. Like giraffes are.
I'm sure there is a reason. I just want to know what the
Also,
reason
like,
is. Do they need them just to like
maybe
trim
what-
trees in Africa? Like,
You know
I don't know. Are they just a weed eater? I don't know.
The landscapers of.
Yeah, that could be important. I
other
don't know.
countries
of the savannah.
Yeah.
Are they just like the deer of the savannah? Yeah.
It could be.
By the
Again,
way,
yeah. What?
there
Never mind.
is a pretty popular sports team named after deer. Bucks, one might even say.
Ah.
We're going to win
Okay, and
what's the point of deer?
Yeah.
I don't know what the point of deer is. To mess up your car?
This girl.
Jump in the street? Tell me.
We're all symbiotic here,
Yeah.
Molly. Everything is connected.
Yeah. We'll explain the connections later.
Okay.
John and Madison chimes back in. They can kill almost anything with one kick. Definitely any mammal. But can
That's
they kill
shocking.
an ant if they step on it? No,
Yeah. Yeah.
David Deerfield, could 100 strokes take down one giraffe? No.
Absolutely not.
No.
No,
1,000
well, apparently
strokes
not.
couldn't take down one giraffe.
How far would a giraffe kick Strofe if it kicked 50-yard field goal?
What's the longest field goal ever made?
Could Matt Hamilton make a longer field goal with a ball or a giraffe kicking Alex Strofe?
I'm thinking a giraffe with Alex Strofe.
Really?
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's crazy. You have to show me a video.
Yeah,
I'm
I'll
mind
find
blown.
something.
You chat GPT a video of a giraffe kicking Alex Strofe? Or?
Yeah, that's what I'm going to
That'd
do.
be kind of amazing.
No idea. Irrelevant.
This all started because of Matt or Tausch. That's an easy answer. It's Tausch.
I wonder what Tausch
or
But what's
a
like the point
giraffe.
of Matt? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
why am I even here?
Yeah. Why?
Well,
Yeah.
you're here to win gold medals.
Why life, in general?
Soup, soup, soup,
You know,
soup,
Molly,
soup, soup.
these are all things that you can learn taking philosophy classes or zoology classes or many other different classes at Madison College.
Lots of different classes at Madison College. In fact, they give you over 200 programs to choose from across 11 areas of study. That includes associate's degrees, technical diplomas, certificates, and even apprenticeships. And the best part is that it's the lowest cost per credit tuition in the region. More than 100 programs are fully eligible for financial aid, including Pell Grants. So whether you're starting fresh or building on your skills, you can do it affordably at Madison College. Start your path at madisoncollege.edu. This is Jim, Matt, and Molly.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly.
It's not like a
That'd be fun.
Like not like a compound, not even like one big like a compound where
Yeah.
everyone's got their own house, you got your own thing.
Sounded a little creepy.
Yeah, it's getting a little
there.
weird. But
You have to wear the white robe that's provided for you on the bed.
actually, what I'm saying is, who's coming with me?
If
So
it's
I
on Jim's
definitely-
dime, I'm good.
Yeah.
Like, I'll wear the white robe. I got it.
presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN, ESPN Madison on YouTube, and Wisconsin On Demand.
At Siding Unlimited, we're really excited for the fall season. Not only are we proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics, we are also fired up for an exciting fall season cheering on football and volleyball. If that's not enough, we're really excited to share with you that Siding Unlimited is Wisconsin's best window and door installation team. Siding Unlimited is a Pella Platinum Premier National Contractor of the Year award winner 5 times. Looking for new windows and doors? Visit us at sidingunlimited.com or stop by our beautiful showroom in Madison.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End the friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
The biggest games.
Back-to-back state championships. Still going. Lowers his shoulder into the end zone. Touchdown, Wanakee.
The most compelling stories.
Where are you going to be playing basketball next year?
I'm proud and excited to announce that I'll be going to the University of Charleston.
We are now joined by the Executive Director of the WIAA, Stephanie Tauscher.
The area's best high school sports coverage is Zimbrick Honda's presentation of Prep Mania.
Get ready to unleash the dragon at Hard Rock Casino Rockford. Introducing the region's very first $1 million Dragon Link slot games. With jackpots soaring to $1 million, your chance to hit it big is here. Come experience the ultimate gaming adventure. Visit Hard Rock Casino Rockford today and play the $1 million Dragon Link slot games. Your legendary win awaits. Hard Rock Casino Rockford. Let's hard rock. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER or text ILGAMB to 833-234.
Want to join the fastest growing home solar company in the nation and work in the fastest growing industry in the world? Everlight Solar has open positions in the Madison area and in their newly open Milwaukee location. As Wisconsin's largest home solar company, Everlight Solar offers great opportunities to gain new skills and advance your career. Don't miss the chance to join the Everlight Solar team. Visit everlightsolar.com to apply today. Save money, save the planet, and start with Everlight Solar.
If you're looking for a special piece of jewelry for any occasion, Condon Jewelers is always there for you. Condon Jewelers has the best selection of jewelry you'll ever find and guaranteed to have the lowest prices in the Madison area. Free shipping is always available. Visit condonjeweler.com or call 241-3406 and ask for Jim, the owner, who's at the store every day. Shop locally. Condon Jewelers, the jeweler on the east side, the jeweler on your side.
Planning a corporate event, private party, or team outing? Madison acts as your state-of-the-art entertainment spot.
Whoa, you nailed it!
Featuring 8 lanes of axe throwing, craft beer, and interactive games, plus digital target projection and scoring. For even more fun, check out their indoor backyard. 2,000 square feet of shuffleboard, cornhole, yard games, bar table games, and more. Book your corporate event or holiday party now, before their lanes fill up. Go to MadisonAxe.com or head to their location on Stoughton Road today. Bring your family out to the next Forward Madison FC game. Their family special, sponsored by Madison Gas and Electric, is the perfect budget-friendly option for any families to enjoy professional soccer in Madison. For just $21, get your game ticket, plus a meal and scarf. Get your family together and come cheer on the Mingos as they make their playoff push. Head to ForwardMadisonFC.com to learn more and get your tickets today. That's ForwardMadisonFC.com.
Hey, it's John Audius, play-by-play voice of Wisconsin Badgers volleyball. Join us for the broadcast coming up later today, right here on 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN Wisconsin app. Brought to you by Love Madison Volleyball.
Jim, Matt, Molly continues live from the Everlight Solar Studio. Jim Rutledge, Matt Hamilton, Molly Brown with you. See us on the ESPN Madison YouTube stream. Stream us with the new ESPN Wisconsin app. You can go to the App Store and like us and subscribe and give us a 4-star, 5-star review. Primetime Laura Sean behind the glass. Get into the show, 844-770-3776. Before we get to throwing stones, I want to reset some of our Siding Unlimited poll questions. We are at a rare, it's not 50-50 anymore. A minute ago, we were at a rare 50-50, but are you as high on the Packers as Jaden Reed is? 49% of you say yes, 50.8% of you say no. And then we also posted our secondary Siding Unlimited poll question. This is a landslide no, but Packer fans are going to protect their quarterback. Because as I've said before, Green Bay is more QB town than it is title town. Is Jordan Love the only thing that could derail this Packers season? Right now, 70% of you say no.
See, but I actually agree with that.
Okay.
I think that there's multiple different things, different avenues you could go with this. I think the easiest would be to say the wide receivers could be a big part of it.
Mike is the easiest if he got hurt.
Well, okay, yes, but that was my gonna.
Okay,
I mean, also we said aside from injuries as well, so
right,
I'm gonna take that one away. But I will get to the defensive side of the ball. My first thought, I mean, if I had to come up with another thing, because I'm not saying that I agree or disagree with Jordan Love potentially being the biggest thing to derail the Packers from potentially getting to a Super Bowl, but I think another one could be the wide receivers. I mean, we saw how they all performed the entire season last year.
Yep.
They led
most drops in the league.
Yes, led the league in drops. And then also, I mean, he was without quite a few of his receivers in that final game against Philadelphia as well. But I think that could be one if you really wanted to look at another option besides Jordan Love. But then the other one, going to what you were saying before about the defense and how they could get figured out and how Lucas Van Ness will come back down to earth potentially. Rashawn Gary come back down to the actual player he is because the defense and Micah Parsons, just the entire line and the corners and everybody just gets figured out. That could be another reason why.
Yeah, I don't know much about Washington's line. I think they were missing their top lineman that game, and Detroit obviously had 3 new starters on offensive line. So obviously Micah Parsons is still an insane football player,
and they're better than they would have been without him.
Right. I'm saying that, again, if you're going for could things be mitigated a little bit as the year goes along and teams figure out their offensive line and play calling against the Packers? Possibly. Before we get to Stone, Rick into Forest chimes in. Hey, guys, because we were talking about giraffes last segment. Hey, guys, if you remember about a decade ago, there was a lady that got to the Henry Vilas Zoo to take a selfie and got kicked from a giraffe. Earned.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't get in with the animal. I don't care what animal it is. Don't get in with the animals.
What if she was just trying to go in there and figure out why the giraffe existed, what it was there for, what its purpose was on the earth?
You're asking the giraffe?
I don't know.
I would kick someone too if you're like, what are you even here for?
Remember I got peed on by a lion on the window at the Henry Vilas Zoo?
Huh?
The lion
tried to pee on Molly.
Tried to pee on me.
But when you said it the first time.
Yes.
I know I said it, okay?
No.
But then I said through the window.
You're not the only one whose ears perked up.
I know. I didn't get into the enclosure with the lion because I'm not an idiot. But I okay.
You better get in with the lion than a giraffe, apparently.
Yeah, I guess so. You gross. That could be a poll question.
I didn't mean that specific thing. I just meant that we talked about the lion and the giraffe fighting each other.
I get you.
And
I
if a
thought
lion could
something
be a
else.
giraffe.
Okay,
No,
never mind. No, so what happened? So basically, when we, shut up, what?
Nothing. I'm just imagining you getting beat on by a giraffe. Through an enclosure, of course, because you wouldn't get in with that animal.
Yeah, obviously.
Through an enclosure.
Well, an attempt by the giraffe.
I'm guessing there's glass
Yes, okay,
parts.
so when you go to the zoo, there's those little walkway, whatever, kind of tunnel, whatever things, where it's the glass that separates you from the animal. So basically there was a whole bunch of families and kids and all that I was kind of waiting my turn. Whatever, the lion was just pacing back and forth the entire time, a little anxious, whatever. That group of families leave. I go up to the window right away. He sees me, he makes eye contact with me, and he pees on the window. Is it a compliment? Maybe. I don't know. But
I'm guessing the lion doesn't like you.
I'm thinking the lion was claiming you.
That's what I think. Marking its territory.
Yeah, she's mine.
Which shout out lion.
Shout out lion.
All right, not to get specific into zoology, do they mark their mates?
I have no idea.
Just territory.
Okay, so it's just I think the lion would recognize that Molly's a living thing.
Yeah.
So
I'm going to eat her.
It might not have even seen me. I literally might have just walked up at the wrong time. But I would rather have that than get kicked in the face by a what was
giraffe.
It? Yeah.
Yeah, you think you'd live through the
lion,
the former, yeah, not the latter.
Yeah.
You got a story to tell either way.
I mean, if you survive the giraffe, from what I'm learning.
Wild obit.
2,000 pounds of pure force, according to Steve on the YouTube stream.
844-770-3776. Carl Talking text line list is more. What animal would you get in an enclosure with?
Oh, God, none.
What?
And none. No.
Penguins?
No.
Penguins.
No, because they still probably no. They're a bird. Birds. I don't like birds.
That is an astute observation, Molly. They are birds.
Molly's zoology hour has been really entertaining, guys.
This isn't a joke either. Like, this isn't a bit.
Like otters.
You don't like birds?
Seem
No.
that they could
Otters.
bite you though. I feel like otters could.
Otters are mean.
Yeah, I thought they were kind of mean.
Yeah.
What about like? Well,
I'm getting
okay,
heebie-jeebies.
manatees are not. People swim like manatees
yeah.
are nice. So, like if
Yeah.
there was, I mean, a zoo up here wouldn't have a manatee, but like if there's a manatee in a zoo, which I feel like is a thing.
I mean, that'd be an aquarium.
Aquarium.
If we're getting really technical.
Well, no, because there are like the Milwaukee Zoo has an aquarium though.
Right.
Okay, so if there's an adjoined
Would you
aquarium.
get in with the fish? Like they have the little fish of Lake Michigan. Would you get into that swimming area at
Sure.
Milwaukee County Zoo?
I'm not getting in their habitat. No, I'm not going into those waters. Quite literally.
Have you
Where? With what?
swam in Lake Michigan? Then you already have.
Once,
Yeah.
literally
Then
once.
you
in my life.
already have.
I hate the idea of being in large bodies of water with fish.
You sound like my children who
get
are
it.
12.
Molly-
and
Molly's
get
the
it.
same way, though, right?
Yeah, no, I hate fish.
The girls will they freak out because we go fishing in the same lake.
Yeah.
Then I'll try to get them to go swimming. Every year I'm like, get over it. They
Yeah.
want nothing to do with you. You are a
I get it,
giant
though.
compared to them.
Yeah.
They are scattered so
But what
far
if
away.
there's a giant fish?
Exactly.
We caught
exactly.
like a northern. I go up north for my little fishing trip. Great Lake. We go fishing. I caught like not a giant northern, like 24-inch northern. But
Northern
my
are
wife was
disgusting.
like, "That is swimming around me when I'm swimming." I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
"Not swimming around you. It's probably keeping its distance from you."
Yeah.
All right, but here's the thing. Up at Fox Lake, like a couple years ago, somebody got bit by a muskie. Gross.
I bet
I'm out.
I
No,
have heard like
that's
if
a
you
mini
got
shark.
like an ankle charm or things like that,
yeah,
the
yeah.
flashy things,
Yeah.
like that's what might attract them to take an
Tim
exploratory
Oregon's
bite.
going with the they kind of what are they? They're like Pokebars or something like that.
Capybara.
Yes.
Capybaras, yes. He typed in Pokebars. Capybaras is what we're looking for. Yeah, those. I feel like those are chill.
Yeah, those are the animals that make friends with every other animal.
That's what he said he would join.
Yeah,
he would get in there.
That'd
with
be a
that.
good one.
Do you guys have one? Like, there's not one animal that comes to mind when I'm like, oh yeah, I'd get an enclosure.
I got
with that.
to share this though. Ryan, our psychedelic advisor, I kind of want him to call on the story, but I can tell you with firsthand knowledge because I traveled with a circus when I was younger. This only gets better. The urine from a lion or tiger stinks almost as bad as a skunk. So the more you know.
Their urine smells almost as bad as a
Skunk.
Oh.
Skunking you. Spraying you.
Yeah, when they're marking,
Gotta
it's
drink
actually
more
like,
water, right, Ryan?
concentrated.
ate too much asparagus.
Too much asparagus for that lion.
We're getting into too many pee stories right now, Molly. We gotta move on.
I will always remember the funniest story I remember at some sort of zoo where my brother, I'll just never forget it. He was like, he got too close. I don't know if it was a donkey or a horse or what, but he like was too close to being behind it. And it had a block off area, but somehow was able to kick through the gate, like the gap in the gate.
Okay.
Kicked my brother's like standing there, and I look over, and I just see wham, a hind leg just kicked my brother back like 5 feet because he just got kicked. He was like 8 years old.
That's terrifying.
It was so funny. It's like, it's just burned into my brain forever.
Does he have any like scars?
Not physical.
Well, I knew a girl that got kicked in the head by a horse, and she literally had like a dent in her head. Like that's how crazy it was.
A giraffe is just an oversized horse, Molly.
Which I had no idea. They did not seem that athletic.
If you want to be athletic, you can go to Carbon World Health. Maybe you can even fight a giraffe with the workout regimen they got going on there. You also can ask them about GLP-1s. You can ask them about hormone replacement treatment. So many great options at Carbon World Health, so go visit them today. This is Jim, Matt, and Molly. Tauscher coming up next.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly.
So, random Marlin player, Dan Ugla.
All that's going through my head right now is U-G-L-Y. You ain't got no alibi. You ugly.
I'll give you another one real quick before we get to our side limited poll question.
You ugla. You ugla.
Presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin App, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
James Imaging Systems, the best document imaging technology, the best local service, and perhaps best of all, the very best people. People you can count on. people you can trust. That's all important to Amanda Burrian, office manager with Covenant Lutheran Church.
Absolutely. I think that having their reliability, I think just having them as a teammate and a partner.
James Imaging Systems, partnering with local businesses and organizations to help them be more productive and more efficient.
You don't have to worry about the printing, the ink. You don't have to worry about the copier. They take care of all of it.
Saving the church money?
It's definitely a savings.
One last question, Amanda. Would you recommend James to others?
I would definitely recommend James Imaging.
James Imaging Systems, AI-driven workflow automation, security enhancements, digital transformation. Call 608-221-3457. James Imaging Systems, your local business technology partner.
At J&K Security Solutions, protecting your home or business is more than just the priority. It's what we do. I'm President Jeffrey Beckman. Since 1987, J&K Security Solutions has been committed to providing Madison and Southern Wisconsin with dependable security solutions. Whether it's security, fire, or the latest automation solutions, go to jksecurity.com to see how J&K can help keep your home or business secure. Get protected now at jksecurity.com.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End the friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
I was really anxious about college and felt overwhelmed at choosing one, but I'm so glad I didn't let that stop me. One tour of Madison College campus was all it took. The campus environment is amazing, so welcoming and friendly, and everyone is really supportive. My advice? See this campus for yourself. There's more to your story at Madison College.
Visit madisoncollege.edu to get started.
Bruner Realty and ESPN Madison have teamed up again for the 5th annual Putts for Pups golf outing benefiting the Dane County Humane Society. Join us for a day of golf at Blackhawk Country Club on September 19th. Since it started in 2021, Putts for Pups has raised over $120,000 for the Dane County Humane Society. Donate or find out how you can get involved at putsforpups.com. Putts for Pups is proudly sponsored by Badgerland Exteriors, Alts Operations, Zimbrick Automotive, and Vortex Optics.
It's kickoff time at Metro Florida Madison, and we're bringing the heat with unbeatable truck deals. Get the 2025 F-150 Lightning with 0% APR for 72 months, $13.89 per $1,000 borrowed, or tackle any job with the 2024 F-150 or F-150 XLT, now at 2.9 APR for 66 months, $16.41 per $1,000 borrowed. These offers end September 30th, so don't fumble your chance to save. Visit MetroFloridaMadison.com and score your next truck today.
Join the Madison Money Guy, Christian Finfrock, for Retirement Income Strategies, Saturday and Sunday mornings at 7. Get the information you need as you plan for retirement. That's Retirement Income Strategies, Saturday and Sunday mornings at 7. Investment advisory services offer the Retirement Income Strategies and SEC-registered investment advisor.
Serious truck crash? Call Gruber Law Offices today.
On the air, on demand, on social, on Wisconsin Sports. Serving Wisconsin sports fans. This is 100.5 ESPN.
The power of friendship has spawned a memorable baseball season in Milwaukee. When you choose to work with Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, the relationship is more than what feels like having a friend. Pella honors trust and commitment on your behalf, before, during, and after the sale. And with this month's incredible deal, Gina Della from Pella is here to share why you shouldn't wait to order new windows and doors.
Order today and get 0% interest for up to 60 months. Set your free in-home consultation today at PellaWI.com.
Certain restrictions apply. Ends 9/30/2025.
Former basketball legend Shaquille O'Neal is DJ Diesel, and he's coming to the Sylvia on Friday, September 19th. Catch Shaq and his Base All-Stars live. Tickets on sale now at Sylvie.com. Don't miss your chance to see Shaq, DJ Diesel live in Madison on September 19th.
All day, every day, the Carbless Talk and Text line is open for you. 844-770-3776. The Carbless Talk and Text line. This is more.
When you've been injured, you need a winning team on your side. Gruber Law Offices will fight for the results you deserve. Call Gruber Law Offices today, a proud partner of your Milwaukee Brewers. One call, that's all.
Green Bay Hall of Famer Mark Tauscher on Jim, Matt, and Molly is brought to you by Chalmers Jewelers. Chalmers Jewelers, with locations in Middleton and downtown Madison.
I don't know if I'd agree with that, Jim Rutledge.
Green Bay Packers Hall of Famer
Matt Hamilton. Help me out. Who is that?
Wisconsin football analyst.
Don't take the mound if you don't think you're comfortable with it, and no one's going to remember if you rifle one in as perfect. Everyone will remember if it's terrible.
Mark Tauscher on Jim, Matt, and Molly is brought to you by Chalmers Jewelers. Chalmers Jewelers, with locations in Middleton and downtown Madison.
Mark Tauscher is brought to you by Chalmers Jewelers in Madison and in Middleton. Madison's locally owned, Madison's family owned, and Madison's custom jeweler, Chalmers Jewelers in Madison and in Middleton. Normally I ask the first question, Mark, but very rare do we have the opportunity to talk to two people who have thrown out first pitches at AmFam Field. So, Matt, I'll let you hash it out with Mark on the experience first, because you two are peers in that way, that you both have done it.
Yeah, hi, Mark. Hope everything's going good for you so far today. I want to know, how were the jitters when you took the field? Because I know personally I did not expect to be that nervous, and I got not quite overwhelmed, but I was very whelmed. How was it feeling for you?
Yeah, I was definitely nervous. I knew kind of going into it that I was, and I said this on our show yesterday, pre-pitch, that I was probably 50-50. I was going to get it to the plate. Obviously, that percentage is way down after today. But, yeah, you're doing something. I have not thrown a baseball outside of practicing a little bit on Monday. I hadn't thrown a baseball from 60 feet in, quite a while. So I expect to be better. I was obviously very disappointed in my performance yesterday, and I sucked. I don't think there's any other way to put it. I absolutely sucked.
That said, though, the whole pageantry around it is quite a good time.
So just for a reference, you threw, and Jesse showed me a video. You threw a strike, correct?
No, I probably would have chinned a left-handed batter.
Okay, Mark, full disclosure. Matt's been talking like he's like Nolan Ryan when he threw out his first pitch. Now when you got Mark on the phone, you're like, well, no.
No, it would have knocked
maybe
the batter out
cold,
but the batter would have been devastated.
Listen, man, you're right. Obviously, you'd be better off. I don't know if you're better off airmailing it. It depends how you look at it. You want to throw a strike. You want to get it there. You either throw a strike or you don't.
Mm-hmm.
There's style points with everything in life, and my style point sucked. No argument from me on that. Would it have been better if I just lobbed it and it short hopped? In the grand scheme, the ball bounced. It wasn't pretty. It wasn't going to be pretty either way. I would have liked to have seen kind of how you threw it, where you really whipped it and had a little movement. That would have been ideal, but I probably would have needed to do that 10 years ago if that was going to be the case.
That's true. So, Mark, would you, if you had to do it again, like say you got a redo,
yep,
and nobody remembered the original, would you still take the top of the mound?
Absolutely. No, I'm not. You don't go out there. You can do whatever you want.
Right.
I just heard your advice coming in. If you're going to do it, you're going to do it. I don't understand. If you're old and, I guess, like me, if you're starting to wear down a little bit, maybe that's the smart play to do. But then don't do it unless it's for a charity or for a cause. Yeah, if I was asked and I decided to go back, I would 100% do the same thing. Hopefully I'd execute better than what I did.
It kind of stinks though that you went right after Greg Gard, who had a pretty dang good pitch.
I thought I'd go before Greg. I knew Greg was throwing first. And actually what really threw me, because I was going to kind of not eat this it, but I was going to make sure I got it there and, maybe bounce it in front of the mound or in front of the plate. And then there was a kid before that threw absolute gas, like a 16 or 17-year-old kid. And then Gardo goes out and just absolutely, I don't know if this is a strike, but he had good pop. And then I thought, as I was walking out there, I dapped up Greg. I was like, I got to try to rip this thing. And, obviously I did.
So that was the thought. Like, I'm going to not get it over the plate anymore.
No,
the
first
two guys are...
I wanted to, like, relive the old days and let something. I wanted to let it fly. And I did, but
I think Matt LaFleur would have told you to let it rip, too.
Yeah, and, with all that said, yes, it was a horrible pitch. I'm not trying to say it wasn't. It did get there, and it was a one. I don't know if you'll ever see a first pitch that on one bounce gets to home plate. I don't know if you'll see that again. Maybe you will, but I would say it would be few and far between that could throw it hard enough to do the rock skip where it actually does get to home plate. Whether or not people want to do that, I would think probably not. I said it was a heck of a cricket pitch. I'll stand by that.
All right.
Hey, I love Tauscher trying to Ted Lasso it, One, be a gold fit, but also, look at the optimistic side of it. No, I love it.
Yeah, what am I going to do here? Sit here and just beat myself up for throwing a horrible first
Yes.
pitch? I got plenty of people doing that. Check social media, check KBN, check our own accounts on our station. I got plenty of people doing that. I can do that to myself, too, but why on earth would I do that? I have plenty of other people doing
I look at it like this, and Matt's thrown out multiple ones. Honestly, I just think it's one of the coolest things you could ever say you did, to do it at any game, but also a professional game, the home state team, too.
Yeah,
it's just cool to say you did it.
I had thrown out 2 prior, and they were obviously, I don't know if I'd say they were strikes, but they weren't as bad as last night. So, whether or not I want to say I'm 66%, whatever it is, yeah, last night sucked. There's no other way to spin it.
Well, the bright side is the Brewers won, and when I pitched, the Brewers had also won, so I basically took credit for that win. So I think you can also take a little bit of credit in that Brewers win yesterday.
I'm not going to take any credit for that. I will say, and I said this, the rest of the day was absolutely awesome. Like, it was a great day outside of the first pitch and then the kind of the walk of shame down the right field line, having people razz me a little bit as I was walking out of the stadium to our seats. So, there's good and bad with everything. Obviously, that was not my best.
The Browns, that's the Packers got coming up here. They stink. The Packers are obviously one of the best teams in all of football. The Browns have scored 33 points. They've given up 58 points. Both sides could eat, but which side do you think could have a bigger game against the Browns, the Packers' offense or their defense?
I think the defense is good. I would think that the Browns' defense will, be able to hold up. They obviously have one of the best. Micah Parsons, Myles Garrett are, the two, I would say, the most dominant pass rushers that the NFL has. I'm sure there's other people you could throw in that mix, but they're not going to be ahead of them. I would think that they'll be able to, do some things on defense early if they can hold up against the run. I don't know where Cleveland – we just went against 2 of the better offenses in the league, and they struggled immensely. I don't know where Cleveland is going to find offense in this game, so I would think if they gave up more than 10 points, I would be shocked on Sunday. It just feels like this defense is humming, and that offense is not. And when you combine those two things, that typically means good things are going to happen.
Think of shutouts on the table? Because Joe Flacco, with Micah Parsons coming after him, or Van Ness, or Gary, seems like something out of his own personal nightmare.
I think it's going to be a tough day for Joe. I think it'll be a tough day for, unless I don't know how well they rush the football. I haven't, broke down film on them. But I would think it's going to be a very long day for Joe Flacco and the Browns offense. I don't see I don't know what avenue they're going to go down, who their playmakers would be and if they can hold up blocking these guys. I think it's going to be very difficult for any team, and I think the Browns obviously are struggling on the offensive side of the ball. So yeah, I think a shutout is 100% on the table. It's just really hard to do, especially if there's a fluke play, a special teams play, or when you have a defense and a player like Myles Garrett, there's always that opportunity for a strack or some big defensive turnover that can maybe set you up for points too.
Tausch, how concerned are you now that the Packers are going to be without Jaden Reed for basically an indefinite amount of time?
I think you're concerned, but if you look at the roster as a whole and you start wondering, where could you afford to have someone that's a high caliber player go down? I think wide receiver is, Christian Watson will be back sooner than you think. and you have a first-round pick that a lot of people are very high on. Jaden Reed has a really good skill set. I think you'll be able to find between Savion Williams and Matthew Golden, I think you can find enough production that you'll be able to weather that storm. And hopefully, now that Jaden Reed is going to be able to get his foot fixed and his collarbone, you hope that he'll be ready and back and be able to produce even at a higher level, when he does return, if it's December or January or whatever it is.
So Xavier McKinney came out and basically said that he doesn't want to get too high as a player in terms of like where the Packers were at thus far in the season with the success that they've had going 2-0 now. Just saying that there's basically a lot of season left and you haven't won a Super Bowl yet. As a player, how difficult is it to stay like level-headed and not get too excited seeing your team being talked about as one of the best teams in the NFL?
Yeah, it's tough. That's what Nick Saban would call it, rat poison. That's the hardest part, and I remember Mike McCarthy at one point saying, the hardest thing to do in the NFL is to handle success. So this team, everybody is raving about this team, right? Everybody's saying all the right things, and that they're they're dominating this, and the defense is this. So that's going to be, I think, a big concern if I'm Matt LaFleur, especially when you're playing a team, you're heavy favorites on the road, how you can keep the team kind of level-headed throughout that and not let them get into it with all of the media exposure that you have. It'll be a huge challenge, but that's where you look for a mature football team. And this team's young and have not done this at a high level for a while. So that's where I would think you'd feel a lot better about it.
Mark, Badger football, they obviously did not have the game they wanted against Alabama. And I'm hopeful this team goes out and throttles Maryland or wins by 10 or more, so it looks like they really bounce back because Maryland's not a good football team. Obviously, a win's a win, but winning by 3 is just not going to feel satisfying. Losing would indicate that this whole thing might be off the rails. So are you looking for Wisconsin to come out and how they respond after that Alabama game at home against Maryland? Because I think that's the key to this season is the Badger players bouncing back mentally to be able to handle a team they should beat at Maryland at home.
Yeah, this is a huge week. There's no doubt about it. I think everybody is kind of probably a little bit on edge because of the way the season has started. And I think offensively we've struggled to do a lot of things that I think we anticipated we would. But, yeah, this is a huge week. I think this team and I think this fan base, everybody is kind of looking for where are we and what's the rest of this season going to look like? And I think, I think Saturday is going to give you a really good indication. You have a bye, you empty the bucket, you kind of see where you're at as a team, and then you get to regroup heading into the real meat of your schedule. So this week, I don't think you can underestimate how important. First off, just getting a win, I would probably disagree with you a little bit. I don't mind if this is a 6-point win and they play a lot better. I will feel fine with that because you don't know where we're at quarterback wise. How healthy is Billy? Is he going to play? We have to find all of that out yet. But if you're playing with a backup quarterback, Maryland, this isn't. I know everybody looks at Maryland a certain way. Maryland has beaten some teams. They beat a Northern Illinois team that I think is okay. And the challenge is there for them to go out and just find a way to win. It would be awesome if it was a beautiful, just a complete beatdown. But I don't know if that's where we're at. I think just finding a way to win is what we're looking for.
So earlier this week, Jim had mentioned that this is kind of, if the Badgers lose, like the pin is pulled on the Luke Fickell era. There's some danger that they could have to blow this up. Like, I didn't quite buy that, but I don't know as much as Jim about Badger football. So I want to defer to you, the real expert. How do you feel about Luke Fickell's role in this Badgers organization if they do happen to lose to Maryland?
Well, I don't know, but you could say that if you lose to Maryland, everybody's going to be on high alert. That would be 100% accurate. But there's a lot of there's a lot of schedule left, and there's a lot of games. Now, would you be confident that we can go into Michigan, go into Oregon, and beat those teams and beat Ohio State? Probably not. I think if there's some struggles this weekend, I think there's going to be more doubt that creeps in. So I understand what Jim is saying, but there's a lot of season left, and I think even if things go sideways this Saturday, you can still regroup. What are the odds of that? They're probably not as high as you would think. So yeah, it's like I said, about the 8th time now. It's a huge game on Saturday for everybody, and I think for Luke Fickell included.
Last thing we have from you is Primetime chimes in. So you're asking about the Terrapins specifically. So Matt and Jesse did a little conversation last week when Molly and I were out of who would win in a fight, a giraffe or a tiger.
Lion,
excuse me. Then we learned that it makes a huge difference. But then we learned that someone in Madison got at the Henry Vilas Zoo, a person got in there and tried to take a selfie with a giraffe, and they were kicked. So Ryan wanted to know if you would get into a zoo enclosure with any animal, or maybe at least a terrapin, in honor of the Maryland Terrapins coming to town.
Yeah.
Would I get in a cage with an animal?
Like an enclosure, yeah, like at the zoo, yeah.
No. Why would you want to do that? Now, the thing I'd want to do is fire a watermelon at a hippo and watch the hippo eat the watermelon. That would be if you let me go into a zoo and do one thing, that's what I would do.
Does it catch it?
As far as the other stuff,
no, you just put it in their mouth.
To see the jaw strength of a hippo is like an unbelievable thing to see.
Wait,
I'd love to see that.
I'm picturing it like kids when they try to catch grapes with their mouth. That's what I picture, like the watermelon with
I'm
the
picturing
rock.
like a pumpkin launch. You launch a watermelon.
Yeah, I don't know if it's that easy, Molly, but I know it's definitely like just a complete ridiculous amount of power that their jaw has, and that would be what I'd want. I don't have any interest in jumping in a cage with a lion or. And do you like living? If you like living, I don't know why anyone would do that.
Tausch, is that where Mike McCarthy got his motivational techniques from? Hippos eating watermelons?
Why do you ask that?
Well, because that was his motivation with the Cowboys, right? When he smashed watermelons in the day ahead of time.
No, I think, what's that?
Gallagher, yeah.
Gallagher. I think that was he saw. I would bet Mike went to a Gallagher show, saw that, and thought this would be cool. And by the way, I think anytime watermelon smash, it's kind of cool.
That might be the most satisfying fruit to see smashed. Would be a watermelon.
Yeah. I don't know what would be better.
What other fruits are you thinking about? Never mind.
What, coconut? Is a coconut a fruit?
Yeah.
I think so.
That'd be a crack though, not a smash.
Yeah, grape would more of a squish.
Yep, for sure.
All right, Mark, we'll let you go on that.
Thank you.
Perfect. See ya.
That's Mark Tauscher. This is Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly.
So now they're basically saying you can have an elite defender, like edge rusher and quarterback tackler, but without the elite quarterback, it's not enough to.
Quarterback tackler?
Yeah.
What is wrong with you?
That's what Micah Parsons is. He's not a run stop guy.
Jordan Love is a ball thrower. What are we
He
saying?
is. That is facts.
It's word salad.
Oh my gosh, I'm embarrassed.
On 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin App, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
New Beyond Raw Lit V2 pre-workout. GNC's #1 pre-workout. Now with harder-hitting energy, an intense mind-body connection, and enhanced endurance support. This isn't just pre-workout, it's precision engineering for your body. Turbocharge your workout with new Beyond Raw Lit V2. Available now at GNC and GNC.com.
From kickoff to cash out, ESPN Bet has the tools you need to score more on game days. Bet smarter with stats at your fingertips. Get personalized parlays built just for you. And with your fantasy team synced right in the app, you can back your squad. Right now, new customers get $100 in bonus bets when you bet $10. Sign up with promo code USL to get started. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details. Offer not available in New York.
Have you been waiting to buy your next home? Stop. Now is the time to get housed. What's up, Madison? It's Stacy from Bruner Realty. Nobody has a crystal ball to know what the future holds. The longer you wait to find your next home, the better the chance you'll be paying more for it than you would be today. Don't miss out on what could be the best opportunity to find your dream home. Contact our team at BrunerRealtyInc.com to help start your search. That's BrunerRealtyInc.com. Let's get housed.
Looking to join an international quality golf club right here in Madison? For a limited time at TPC Wisconsin, enjoy full golf privileges and all club amenities without full dues. Pay just $150 per month through March to maintain your full golf membership with no golf dues until April 1st. Don't miss out on this limited time offer. Schedule a tour or submit a membership inquiry at tpcwisconsin.com and start enjoying the private golf club experience you deserve. That's tpcwisconsin.com.
Attention business owners and executives. Looking for a bank that's invested in your community as you are? Look no further than Starion Bank. As a Dane County community bank, Starion offers competitive deposit and loan rates while actively supporting local initiatives. Visit a business banker at one of our convenient branches in Middleton, Monona, and Sun Prairie. Starion Bank, full-service business banking, lending, and cash management.
Hi, it's Jeffrey from Celebrations Entertainment, and here's another great fundraising event in Madison.
Join us for Forward March, a celebration of the arts and community on September 28th from 1 to 4 p.m. at Barnwood Events in Madison. Help us honor Mike Lacrone's legacy and support affordable arts access through the Lacrone Arts Fund. With special guest Tom Wopat, UW alum and star of The Dukes of Hazzard, and honorary chairperson Tony Granato, it's an afternoon of music, meaning, and making a difference. Visit copamadison.org to learn more.
I will see you there.
Welcome back to Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Metro Kia Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealership.
Ryan's been on point with the bump backs. And on
Okay, I didn't know what
You didn't know the song, Molly Brown?
No,
What?
I know the song. I just didn't know like what the reference was.
We've talked about giraffes for like the entire show.
We've been talking about
You're welcome.
every animal in the African
savannah.
What is the song called?
Are you,
Africa.
wait, hold on.
By Toto.
Oh, okay.
By Toto, yes.
You didn't know that?
No.
Do you know this
In
is just
the
playing
night.
on repeat somewhere in Africa? Some guy like set up like a speaker
That's
and
amazing.
a like solar panel.
It's like a
and-
biosphere.
Yeah, it's just Africa by Toto playing on repeat in Africa somewhere.
That's fantastic. All right. Before we get to, we have a special guest for Throwing Stones. We'll get to them in a second. But go be a winner. Go to Ho Chunk Gaming Madison. Millions of dollars are won every single weekend at Ho Chunk Gaming Madison. But Ryan Psychedelic shared a story. A psychedelic advisor shared a story about traveling with a circus and the strong smell of big cat urine. Let's get to Stones. Let's get to Ryan.
Some takes are cooler than others.
You know this kid is as cool as the other side of the pillow.
Some opinions are just cooler than the rest.
That was cooler than being cool. Ice cold.
And if you keep it chill, then it's a cold take.
Chill out.
I'm chill. I'm chill as a cucumber, man.
I'm always the coldest.
This is Throwing Stones, presented by Metro Kia Madison, Madison's chillest Kia dealership.
All right, Ryan, go ahead and share your story with us.
Well, when I was younger, my mom's cousin owned a circus, and so when I would travel with them during the summer times, like people would try to like always get close to the animals, and the lions and tigers didn't like it. So what they would do is they would just like turn their backs to you, and they would just spray people down. And I'm telling you, it stinks so bad. And the other thing that would happen is we had two baby African elephants that would, if you get too close to them, they would run at you and they would bunt you with their trunks, and they would like fly you up in the air. Like I got bunted once because I was not paying attention to where they were at.
Is bunted the proper term?
But yeah,
How far
with the
flying do you
trunk,
go?
it's getting bunted. I flew up in the air a few feet. I mean, it's more like shocking than it is like hurting. It's just weird. You get bunted by a baby elephant.
How are you alive?
That's a great story.
I mean, I've lived a weird life. Trust me.
I mean, he is our psychedelic advisor.
That's fair. So what you're saying though is, I should not feel flattered that the lion peed when it saw me.
No, they don't. It means they don't like you. Like you need to back up, is what it means.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
They were threatened by you, Molly.
As they should be. Well, no.
Yeah,
I mean,
they don't like
wow. Never mind. Not like that. I was just trying to like hype myself up, and
No, right?
it came
yeah.
out wrong.
Hubris that you can take a lion.
You're not going to bite a lion?
Yeah, it should be afraid of Molly Brown.
Ryan, thanks for that note for a special guest
Thanks
appearance
for having me
on throwing stones there.
I thought you said Bed Bath & Beyond. I was like, what?
Well, that's where we meet, Molly.
Yeah, that's where you guys carpool.
When we go on road trips.
Yes.
Yeah. That's Bath & Body Works.
Yes.
Totally different.
Do you guys wish you ever traveled with a circus like Ryan did? Like, the idea of that just seems like such a storybook thing. Like it just doesn't sound real.
Like a week. I don't want to go. I don't want it too much.
Like all summer?
No.
Like you was talking about, no way.
What would you most want to be at the
But
circus?
at the same time, he said as a kid he did
The
it.
bearded lady?
Like
See,
that-
as a kid, it would be cool. You'd
Honestly,
be like, wow,
I
this
feel
is
like
really
he, like that's like the plot of a children's story.
Yes. It is. There's like multiple.
Yes, that's a Mark. Isn't that like a Mark Twain book? It feels like one.
There's definitely a Disney movie.
He travels
of
the Mississippi River,
Okay.
but not with a circus.
No.
it. No, there's definitely a circus Disney
he paints
movie.
a fence.
Dumbo?
Well, there's Dumbo, but there's
Fakes his
another
own
one.
death. I love the Huckleberry Finn and Tom Sawyer stories from Mark Twain.
All I remember is them painting a fence.
Yep, they had to paint a fence. They faked their own death. Traveled a river.
The Greatest Showman. There's that.
Love the Greatest Showman.
Dumbo.
Hugh Jackman.
I think it is Dumbo.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Dumbo. Dumbo's a weird movie. When was the
So
last time
much
you've seen?
darker.
Yeah. When was the
I
last time you've seen Dumbo?
I
Dumbo, like,
couldn't tell you.
Probably 2
gets
years ago.
Stoned. Like,
I don't, what?
yeah, he
Like-
do they get him drunk? I forget what happens, but there's a really weird
Yeah,
scene.
they drink a bunch of what seems like beer.
Yeah, and then
but
Dumbo's
they
like
have more
tripping.
like hallucinations.
Yeah.
Does he
than
drink it
anything.
with his nose?
Yeah, and he trips.
drunk.
he trips hard in the middle of the movie.
Did you guys hear what he said in the extended edition of the movie?
Chocolate to the bowl, bro.
Yeah.
We're back at it tomorrow. This is Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light.
See ya, bruh.
All right, Matt, you're getting
Step
kind of
into
annoying.
nostalgia with the Miller High Life Dive Bars of the Month. Listen to Jim, Matt, and Molly every Thursday to find out where you can enjoy the best